Yeah. So I'm at 35% bonus. If I really cared, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can make the driver tar. Yeah, you could put the driver tar up to unbeatable because we don't have any. So there's that. I can't use rewind really. I have stability to control off, steering, but like simulation gives me 5% more money. There you go.
I think I could dare to go full on 125%.
It's the driving line is 10% for full. The driving line for me is the real sticker because without that, I haven't played these levels enough to understand them. That's why I don't know the tracks. I'm relying on that marker telling me to brake and stuff. Otherwise, I'm just going to sail right through all the corners. When we've done the tracks a bunch of times, that'll be fine.
I guess I noticed that I needed it also. I had it on braking only, but I was also flying all about. So.
Yeah, well, once you've learned the tracks, it becomes less. Oops, wrong button. It becomes less important. But initially, yeah. Oh, yeah, Henry. Did you? So, in Forza, you can't turn the music off. You can turn the music down from volume 10 to volume 1. Now, what you can do, thankfully, is you can... What button do I press? No. What you can do is you can turn the radio station off. Aha, that's fine. At the end of a race, it plays a whole bunch of random music. So this means I got a copyright strike for this last time because... oh, Jurassic Park 1, absolutely. I got a copyright strike for playing some Pennywise track, which just came up very quietly because I can't turn it off. And a friend of mine who is still in the industry said he thinks it's so they have a license with the musicians to make sure the music gets played, so they make sure the music gets played. That's the guess. That's what we are guessing. Schalke, you've drawn my convoy, but I can't. Something. But you should be the leader. You are now the leader. You have to be the leader. I don't have a choice. And now I need to leave. Oh, there we go. Now I need to. This whole concept, the convoy system, the leader, the session. It's very complicated. Soon, though, you will be able to go to. You'll be able to go to spring, and then I think at that point you've got everything unlocked. No, I just closed that menu. Circle, close the menu. That's 3 times that menu's cut. Now maybe I'll press escape. Thank you. That was very odd. Now, the only drawback with me not being the leader is I can't get any barn finds, and I want to get the 22B. But yeah, just whatever quest, whatever quest fills you with happiness and joy. Just pick that one, and we'll do that.
200 meters. Turn left.
Hey, Esmea.
Hey.
I've cranked all the assists off, apart from racing line. And if you want to earn more money, crank your driver tar level to impossible, because we don't have any driver tars because we're playing on only with people. So that should earn you some more money without actually changing anything.
There's some seasonal events that require you to crank the driver tar difficulty up.
That's fine, but I don't want to play with AI anyway. It's like 140 miles an hour in an off-road vehicle in the snow on a road. So I've cracked off ABS, I've cracked off stability assist. Mostly I've got the racing line assist, which I can't turn off because I don't know the levels. Once I know the levels, I won't
At
need
the
that either.
roundabout, take the second exit.
Shortcut! Oh, and cosmetic damage, because quite frankly,
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
But Schalke, what I did is I brought the map up and I filtered any event that wasn't new off, and then just did one marked as new. Wait, hold on, is this marker underneath this motorway bridge or something? Is that why I've not seen it?
Did I manage to set it?
I haven't got anything on my screen. Wait, that's not. Yeah, that's my steering wheel. It's my physical steering wheel. If we start getting more viewers, I promise to buy one of the new G29s with the silent multi force feedback. I promise. But until that, till we make lots more hits, I'm afraid you're stuck with a every so often. I don't think there are any EVs in this, are there? There was a CVT in Gran Turismo, and it was the most boring thing to drive. No gears, no revs. It just went like for the entire. It was terrible. I don't know why they put it in. It's a little tiny. I think it was a little tiny Honda.
In 400 meters, turn right.
I think the Honda Jazz is a CVT. That's the Jazz. Does this car go?
Someone just called me, said there's a classic car abandoned in a barn near here.
Oh, wait, hold on. That might be my Impreza.
This kind of thing happen often at Horizon.
Wait, so I just got a barn find even though I'm not the leader. So that's not a deciding factor.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
But yeah, I don't know if I can get a Dacia Sandero. I hope so.
In 400 meters, turn right.
I guess only I need to be at this destination.
Unless you set up a adventure for us, in which case we all need to get there. And then travelling to the destination also counts as a race. There's my barn find. Yes.
You're supposed to do off-road or some kind of thing.
You can do anything you like. Just pick whatever you want.
Safe to do so.
Laura, you're being very, very chirpy. What is it? What is it? Is this the I have seen a moth, father? I wish you to stun the moth. I've got some carnivorous plants, and Dora managed to scare a butterfly to fly into one of the carnivorous plants, which is a horrifying bit of teamwork from the mammal and the baby
Doing
triple.
A class.
Schalke is starting a convoy event. I will join your convoy event. Schalke presents Ashbrook Apex. One event / 4.2 meh. Right. So which car should I pick?
A class. I'm in a Range Rover.
You're in A class. Oh god, I'm only at 10 seconds to pick. Okay, I haven't driven this one before. But this is the car. I do have complaints about this game, don't get me wrong, I really do, but one of them is not selection of cars. The selection of cars in this game is astounding. Absolutely. I mean, that's the power of Microsoft. But yeah, chose a Countach, which I would have always wanted. As a child, I always wanted a Countach. I wouldn't, only if I was rich enough so I never used it. These are awful, awful, awful cars. They just look fantastic. I didn't have time. I only had 11 seconds, or I would have chosen the same car as you. But my car's it's gonna get the girls, but it's not very quick. It doesn't handle very well. Just looks awesome. Oh my god, it's so low. I sincerely question though that a Range Rover that at the speed you just took that corner wouldn't just roll over though. Oh, corner. Hey Max!
Hello.
We're racing Land Rovers versus... Oh, wait, I got respotted. Oh, did I miss it? I missed the turning. Bugger.
What are you
You
playing?
can go back.
Forza. I turned off a ton more assists so I get more money. You can crank the driver tar difficulty up to impossible because obviously we don't have any driver tars. So you get the bonus money even though you're in a PvP event. Stuff like ABS, traction control just doesn't make any difference. Not when I'm on a pedal. I haven't turned off driving line as I don't know the levels well enough. Now I'm pretty much all assists off. Starting to get me that sweet, sweet CR, which I assume means credits, but not Crunchyroll.
Or Cruddites.
Cruddites?
Yeah.
Do you mean crudité?
Possibly.
Like the little,
Sounds better saying Cruddites though.
the little crunchy thing you put in food, like croutons.
Yeah.
Crudites, yeah, crudité.
Really dare. Yeah. It sounds funny saying Cruddites.
Well, yes, but I had to spend quite a lot of time wondering what the hell you're talking about. That's me. Straight line, straight line, straight line. Oh, corner. So no ES means I'm really, really, really having to treat it like my car, as
No,
in
what? Sorry.
no ABS. So straight line braking, off the brake, hard turn.
Right.
But I don't know if the game correctly simulates ABS, as in, my braking distances should be quite a bit shorter now.
Is your stream up by the way?
I think so. Hope so. I thought so. Yes, it says it is. And someone's talking to me, so yes, I guess so. Oh, that's a corner. Come on, Schalke, last straight. Come on, Contash. You can do it. You're better than a Range Rover. You're better than a Range Rover.
Doesn't come up.
Come on! YouTube.com/BadetteGames/live.
Yeah. I know. Okay.
No, no, no! No! God. So why is Schalke not in that over the line thing? I thought that was the point. God damn, that was close. I'd have beaten you, only I accidentally drove off the track into the ditch.
I would, but I didn't.
Driving into a wall is not a winning strategy.
Wait. Is that Esmea on the right? Are you naked? Or are you wearing the flesh of another being? I think I might let
Cool.
Esmea win just so I can just stare at the weirdness.
Gulp, I think is the word you're looking for.
I think gawping might indicate that I like looking at something.
Yes.
Just looks more like
Well, it sounds like
horror.
you do want to.
I want to just see if I've just misunderstood the horror. Oh, the loading in this is awful. I can't imagine doing it on a base Xbox.
I mean, I wonder to bother making the bushes wiggle when it's windy.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy.
And the trees look like they're made out of like twigs and things, but
Yeah,
yeah, the bushes are amazing.
Wibbly bushes is you can just do it in shader. It's very easy, which is why every game does it. I said some stuff's dead easy, some stuff not easy. Just
Right, I'm supposed to join your.
yeah, just restart the next one. Let me just go and quickly grab my bar and find. I'm hoping it's the Impreza because it's the
yeah,
exact
going
Impreza
down.
I've got, barring the wide body kit and the serial number. It's all about the serial number, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah.
Right, Lamborghini Countach shortcut. Yeah, I had to pop into the arcade today. We have a machine in from Japan. The
Oh,
machine,
directly from.
yeah, the machine has been in Japan 23 years, and it is in glorious, glorious condition. Really,
Oh, wow.
really good
They,
condition.
I know they're the home of gaming in terms of some things have been
Oh yeah,
imported
yeah,
from there to
it's a Japanese
UK.
game.
I'm just surprised that they really look after them. They might.
They do. They really look
They
after
have a lot more respect
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the kit rather than kind of being, oh yeah, well I'll just smash the shit out of
Well, allow me to finish the story. So it's been in Japan for 23 years and it is in glorious, glorious condition. It lasted 1.5 days in Leeds.
it. Fuck.
Yeah. So I've had to...
1.5 days.
1.5 days. So essentially you've got these two... So the game's very cool. So there's a joystick. Okay, so the joystick is about a foot high and 6 foot long and pivoted at the far end. So the joystick swings along an arc. With me so far. So kind of like a tiller on like a rudder control on a boat.
Yeah.
With me so far. Okay. So attached to that pivot point are 2 joysticks.
400 meters.
Right.
So one joystick has to be to the left of the other one at all points, and one has to be to the right of them at all points. They can't go through each other. If you try, they'll just smash into each other. And the game basically has you moving your character left and right on the screen into a certain location.
Turn around.
But there's only one safe location for both of you. So you have to fight over it. And that's the game. So what the one joystick
What's
pushes you up to
the
a certain
category?
way.
So it's a battle of strength on a pair of joysticks.
Well, that's the thing. In Japan, I think they're a bit more polite. In the UK, all that happens, they just smash it up. I'm gonna sit this one out so I can find my barn finder. As I said, I'm just looking for it. So,
Turn around when it is safe.
so yeah, I went in basically and measured up the joystick bit that's broken. I've modelled it and I've printed out a low quality and a high quality version. So I will pop back in tomorrow. Ah, there's the barn. Oh, I might actually. Oh, I have to for a cutscene. Yeah, I can't join. I'm in a cutscene.
You actually found it? It's actually there. Wow, okay. Be right down.
Oh, it's a Jaguar. Is that an XJ220?
Oh,
There is no way anyone would leave an XJ220
What's that stuff on the front end?
in the.
Either this bloke hit a
that
hay
back
bale
up.
or
Yeah.
he tried to keep chickens in it. Help me get it out of here.
I'm pretty sure it was a carbon fibre or plastic bodywork. So you can't crumple it up like this.
I'll get it back to the garage. See if I can fix it
Good
up.
luck. I'll join you.
Don't
Join you for your next
a lot
one.
of these getting these cars into these games is the fact that oh sorry, hold on.
Are you going to say the
so
no damage thing?
Yeah.
No, that
It's
hasn't
like
been.
you can't show the car damage because that's a bad
That
line.
hasn't been a thing in quite a long time, with some exceptions. So,
Shulk looks like a crash test dummy with a hat on.
so,
Well done, Shulker. That's cool.
So, story time. When we were working on Race Driver Grid, which was ostensibly a sequel to Tokka Race Driver 3, I found a line of code and I was questioning what it did. So, in audio, one of the things you have to do is you have to worry about every. I'm in a loading screen. You have to worry about every single thing that happens in the game. Everything. I need to worry about every menu option, every car, everything. So I came across this boolean that said, is Ford? And I was like, okay. So I asked someone, what is it? Oh, it's a physics thing. So I asked the guys. So to get the Ford license in Tokka 3, and Esmir, you'll have to help me here with which vehicle it was. At the time, I want to say Ford Bronco, Ford were having an issue with one of their vehicles suffering rollovers on roundabouts. So if you steer too hard, the vehicle literally just rolled over. And they were
It's top heavy.
they were suffering lawsuits. I want to say Ford Bronco. It might not be Ford Bronco. I don't know.
I want to say it was the Explorer or the Expedition.
Ford Explorer, that's the one. So, we weren't allowed to make the Fords roll. So if you try and roll a Ford in Tokka 3, it will get up to 45 degrees and physics just pushes it back down. It cannot roll. So,
Yeah.
damage it all you like, but don't roll it. However, none of the manufacturers would allow us to deform the roll cage. So never at any point could you have an accident that could intrude into the driver's cockpit area. So the driver must always survive all of these crashes. That was one of the requirements from nearly every manufacturer. But you are quite right. If you go back away, you go back years, it was a problem. So now what was it? Lotus Challenge 2.
There must be someone that's. Yeah, I was gonna say there must be someone that set the person by doing the opposite.
Well, in Lotus Challenge 2, not only were you not allowed to damage the car, hitting something couldn't slow it down. So you just put your foot down and just drove through all the barriers, and the car just did full speed.
Did it? Yeah.
And it's like, what? But that was their requirements. No damage, and we can't have it slow down. I'm like, okay, I think you should have just said we're not having your license, but you know, it was a Lotus license. That's not the issue anymore. I mean, a lot of it is Gran Turismo's fault. They essentially use the excuse of, the manufacturers won't let us put damage in the game, which is bollocks. In reality, it's a lot of fucking work to put damage in. It's a lot of work. And they just don't want to. They don't want to spend that extra time putting...
So it's dev time, I suppose.
It's dev time. It's dev time, art
time. It's a lot, I suppose.
Sign-off time as well. Like, sometimes you do have to get sign-off from the manufacturers. The manufacturer has to say, yeah, that's fine. I've just found a trailer, by the way. Do we want me to take that back to the garage or not?
I think in this case, it's safe to ignore it.
I'm just collecting fast travel boards while you guys are racing.
When it is safe to do so.
So yeah,
Finish.
thankfully these days manufacturers don't care because there's so much money in having your game, your vehicle in a game. It is, kids don't buy posters for their walls like they did in the 80s. They buy computer games. This is how you get to the hearts and minds of the next generation of car owners is computer games. Why is it way up there? I'm just going to switch out from my Countach then into something off-road. Wait, is it seriously called a Lambo Countach?
No.
It is. It shouldn't be, but it is. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't even come under the Lamborghini section. How weird. Getting car. Would you like to have it delivered? Yes. I like the way you can unlock cars and then remove them from your quick list because you have so many cars, you're just going to start not caring about a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And it's a slow list.
My YouTube's been there through shit, haven't we?
What's doing shit, sorry?
My YouTube. Why my tablet's going, nope.
That is a lot of internet you're asking. I mean, it might be me, don't forget. There's every possibility I'm not uploading it properly. No one would ever tell me.
No, it says please check your network connection. The chat is just off. Oh, am I not in the convoy? Or am I in the I can't tell. It doesn't look like I am, but am I actually?
Are not.
Oh. Give me 2 seconds then. Whoa! Uh-oh. You suddenly have a problem. Oh dear. Oh! It just respotted me. I was just beginning to roll down the hill over and over again. Then it went, nope. Not doing that. Come on. So I'd like to point out, I've turned the driving assist off and it's still lighting up TCR. But I said traction control.
Right.
Wait, but Henry, look what I'm driving. How is that not off-road enough? It's up here.
Right, the stream's back online.
No, that's the wrong way.
Right, I had to reboot the main tablet because it was being a shit.
Really? That's
Well, I don't have patience with computers these days. I've got a lot of crap. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's quite unusual to have to reboot a tablet, but it does sometimes help. But they're usually pretty good now. I mean, I've had this on my game. People going, "Oh, your game's like my phone." Have you rebooted your phone? No. Well, can you reboot it? Oh, it works now. Thanks. How did you know? Like, well, you know, before writing me a shitty review, how about you at least try rebooting your hardware? There it is. Fast travel board. Wait. I just tried to put my handbrake
Yes, right. You're not in our convoy.
Well, I'll join Esmia's convoy then. Apparently.
Definitely. Either or. There we go. That's it. How does that work, getting you into the session, as it were?
If I join your convoy, it will try and join the session unless I'm not eligible for that session.
Would you be eligible?
Eligible? Eligible. I mean, that's just the winter, summer, spring thing. Schalke is in winter still. He hasn't finished winter. He should finish winter. When Schalke has finished winter, we will then go into spring. And then he has access to all of it. He's on his way to pick us an event, I assume. And he will let us know what vehicle to choose in advance. Shalcraft, it lets you blueprint, always pick a blueprint, and then you can force us all into more or less the same sort of car. And that's much easier than trying to... Because then I only have to choose from like 3 cars, rather than trying to quickly choose from a list of 100 cars.
The physics are really funny. I've got a parked car here, nobody in it. I don't know who it's supposed to be driving, but there's no name of it. Maybe there's a name there, maybe that's someone else. But I'm ramming it and it just has a right old screaming abdabs. The car's wibbly wobbling around like it's like...
It is safe to do so.
The screaming abdabs.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Is that racist? I don't know.
I've no idea.
I wonder what that is. Abdabs. I've heard the phrase screaming abdabs, so it might just be from Oliver. It might just be from you. Down we go. Uh-oh. I
How
tell
long
you,
does it take to find barn find to unlock? Because I did unlock the
no idea.
the Subaru Impreza, but the thing can I check? Or is it just like never gonna tell me?
There is an option under the menus called barn finds. Right, so this is S1 class, is it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna take my Metro 64. Even though I do like my Audi Sport Quattro. But basically I've got a bunch of Group B rally cars. There's no way. Can you imagine? I have a Metro R64 here with 1,000 miles on the clock. This is a collector's item that should not be on the road. It should be belongs in a museum.
Yeah.
Oh, Shalka, the ball bearing I printed last night. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's how it came off the bed, just perfectly.
It's a lot of noise though.
Well, yeah, it's because I heard it right to the microphone.
But bearings are generally noisy bearings and bad bearings.
Yeah, noisy bearing means that it's wasting energy. But my point is, it's extremely free spinning. It's really, really, really well done.
So that means you can potentially print your own 3D, print your own spinner.
Oh yeah, there's loads of fidget spinners. I own a couple of nice fidget spinners for reasons that I'm not going to go into right now. But yes, I could indeed print my own fidget spinner. We're going very, very fast. Oh my god! I need another gear. This is the vehicle's top speed.
So you can't buy a new gearbox.
Can't you?
Oh. No, you have to earn it.
No, in this game you can just buy stuff. You can just go to the garage and just say, upgrade my car.
Alright.
The problem is, it puts it in a different category. So you can't just upgrade it and go, haha, I shall win all the races, because it's no longer eligible for those races.
Oh,
Wow,
makes sense.
this thing has so much grip and downforce. I'm almost not needing to slow down, but I'm doing 130 plus miles an hour. God damn, Shaka, could you have picked anything more stressful? This is why I like Class Ds. They're not stressful. You just bibble around at 25 miles an hour. Oh, Esmir, I am catching you, but it's not quick enough. I'm just out of power. I'm redlining. 132. Yeah, Max, you were doing you and I were doing 130 miles, then you just sort of started to just fishtail in front of me. I had to sort of swerve around you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those speeds. This is again at these speeds. If you lose control, that's it. You pretty much lost the race. Whereas the slower ones, you do have a chance to catch up. So there's a bit of a double-edged sword. Is that a Pikes Peak car you're in there, Esmir?
I have no idea.
So again, what I like about this game is I am definitely the target audience. It's maybe a bit older, maybe people in their 50s. It is people who love it's Group B rally. You know, as you remember from your the bit where you wanted to get your first car and you're watching Group B rally. It's just full of them. Oh boy, and I've unlocked 50,000. Loading screen. Hey, I haven't had anyone talk to me today.
You've still got the one down.
Don't ruin it. Get it? Sorry, what did you say? I shouted over you.
You've got one down like that arsehole that keeps running down liking you.
Yeah, someone joined in the middle of my story about why Race Driver Grid doesn't let you roll forwards, and then left. And I was like, it doesn't get any more interesting than that. You'd think they'd say, I wish you would stop playing something that's not Fortress Craft, or why can't you just play Unfortunate Spaceman or something? Oh, never mind. She's talking to me.
This is the next level of racing.
Rebecca
in
is
every
talking to
sense,
me.
which, of course, is why you're here.
She's still talking. I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Turn around.
Wait. There's a button here marked cars, so it doesn't do anything. Cars. Oh, car mastery. Whatever. Horizon Life. I've got some wheel spins. Oh, I've just realised why they're called wheel spins. I'm not a smart man.
Not anymore.
And I got some messages. Gifts. Business payout. World's fastest rentals has earned me 5,000 CR. Well, that wasn't worth doing. Right, let's head towards that fast travel board so I can get there before the next race starts.
So there are so many menus on here. I can't find the one thing I'm looking for.
What are you looking for?
The barn findy thing.
You need to be at your house for that.
Right.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of menus that appear unless you're in certain places. The menu
that's
system of this
brilliant.
game is absolutely atrocious.
I'd say batch.
Well, what's happened is they started with their game and then they've added more and added more and added more and added more to the point where the menus, they were probably great when the game first shipped, there wasn't that much in it. I don't even try and navigate the menus on the pad either. I just grab the mouse because they're awful for on the pad. But it's one of those that the game would probably have been improved by removing a bunch of it. The racing's great, absolutely. Upgrading your car, I suppose. Tuning it, I suppose. All of the Forza Horizon event stuff, just no. It doesn't add to anything. It's just fluff. Or at least the option to ignore it. I'm sure. Oh, another new barn find.
There may be an abandoned classic involved somewhere, but
Oh, barn finds.
I had two
any
tonight.
excuse will do.
Sweet.
I'll head to that in a sec. Yeah, I don't actually know who did the audio in this. I said, so when Playground left Codemasters to set up Playground, they didn't take any of the audio people with them. The lead designer and said, I'm not taking, literally said, I wouldn't have any of you audio cunts on my team.
Wow.
It's like,
Harsh.
thank dudes, thanks, we've only done some of the best sounding games, in history, but, cheers for that. And this game does not sound very good. Some cars sound good, you're wrong, but I know what an Impreza sounds like. That's what I have driven for, my goodness me, 14 years, I think, since I got my first Impreza. That's what I know exactly what it sounds like. It doesn't sound like one. The V8s don't really sound like V8s. They're not very good. None of the sounds are. This sounds.
Well, maybe he didn't like the fact that the audio team was seeking such seeking such a high. Sheep are not that clever.
A lot. I mean, the
Sheep
audio
are not
department.
that clever.
The audio department at Codemasters were very independent. We very much did our own thing. But
Yeah, but the reason I'm saying, the reason I'm thinking is that you guys had a very high
bar.
What's the word? What? Bar, yeah. And
Bar,
he's like,
yeah.
you just basically can't afford to do that all the time. Whereas you guys were aiming for such a high bar of excellence as possible to maintain, from his point of view.
In 400 meters,
I'm not going to make it in time. Schalke presents warm-up stroll. Trail race, 2.9 miles. Oh, that's a D. I do have an XR2. Okay, I'm going to go with my Manx. I should probably mod some of these. Like, keep them inside their class, but mod them a bit. that does not have a lot of suspension travel. So we've got a van, Christmas van. Why have you got the Christmas skin?
Because I found it? I don't know.
So we have an Azetta and a Bath 59 by 68. That's a 500cc engine. Wait, hold on. Shaka, you're in a 100 class, and the rest of I'm in 200. Everybody else is in 500. Best of luck to us. I don't know if you can hear the music there in my ear. That's copyright music. That's what's getting me the strikes. Oh, okay. I have a problem. This is as fast as the car goes, and I've got no more gears.
I'm in a van, dude.
But yeah, but when I went in the air, the engine didn't rev any higher than it was on the ground because I was already going flat out.
That's me like a roly-poly. a little Fiat fart box she's got. Just make sure she leaves.
That was fantastic.
I can't even see you because I'm driving from the back of the van. I mean, the viewpoint is like looking at the back doors of the van. She hasn't got.
Yeah.
Is it a lift up tail door? I don't know. Most of these this was a 2 door.
Wait, this
It's
was.
just welded shut or something.
Wait, are you actually going to take an Azetta through this water? Like, what's going on? I've just lost all my speed.
That's what water does to you.
Yeah, but why is the racetrack? I feel this is a somewhat off-road vehicle that I'm driving. I feel like it looks like an off-road vehicle. Yeah, I think we've all got the Robin Reliant.
I haven't. I just haven't seen it in my list of things.
Oh, I bought it. It was just dead cheap. There's so many. At some point, I'll just start buying them from A onwards. But we have a year of playing this, so I might get the James Bond pack. I have enjoyed this. I'm just disappointed there's no VR support.
The James Bond pack's going to give you a Citroen 2 CV, you know that.
It also gives you a Citroen 2 CD, but it gives you the...
Not because it gives you that, it's because I know James Bond, that was one of the James Bond cars, and it's a cheap James Bond car to have.
What? Well, you get them all. What was the Lotus they used? The white one? Lotus Esprit. Yeah, the underwater Lotus Esprit.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
It is a shame though that it doesn't, like, that D class goes all the way from, what, 600 down to 0. That does seem very silly. Like, why not have an E and an F class at that point? I mean, my car is not in the same league as your one, and Schalke's is in a different league beneath mine.
There's plenty of alphabet left.
Yes. I think it's what I think they are sort of fitting into actual classifications for real cars, and basically, if you're in a D class, no one cares. Like, you're at the point where it's just like you don't take that to a race event.
Sheep are not that clever. Sheep are the dumbest animals on the planet. They would run towards the vehicles, not run away from them.
Yeah, but they're not supposed to be accurate sheep. They're supposed to be things that are scenery that don't get the game a higher rating, so you've just exploded a sheep guts all over your windscreens.
I'd enjoy doing that, but yes.
Well, we do have Carmageddon to play at some point, so that's more the game for that.
I'm crashing into Ensmere and I can't stop crashing into Ensmere, sorry.
Please continue to do so. I've lost all my
Not
speed.
very grippy. Oh, what? Wave recovery 50, what's that?
What?
They magically managed to run away.
Oh, that was a track there. Come on. Take that.
I caught you guys up because you managed to screw up, but not enough.
I had very trouble with the cliff jump.
Yay!
Almost went over wrong ways.
Smash! I don't know how it looked on your screen, Esmia. That time it worked, but when Shalk and I crossed the line at the same time earlier, I didn't get to see him and me. I don't know why. I think I did very well for a car that had 200, not 500. This is the music that got me into trouble, by the way. It's this piece of music playing here. You can't turn this off. My radio's not on, and my music is at lowest quality. I'm quite surprised. I can tell you for nothing that half a dozen people from Playground Games would have seen my Facebook post, and not a single one of them's gone. Even messaged me going, "That's because of the," or "Oh God, really? I didn't notice that."
Hey, remember that XJ we found? I fixed it up.
Yeah,
You
my
can grab it
my
in the
barn
garage when
find's
you're
ready now. Just you can grab it from your garage when you're ready.
Cool.
So
Doesn't matter, just a period
Half
of
an
time
hour?
elapsed in the game.
half an hour, yeah. God damn, that 3D printer is so quiet. It's just that I can just hear occasionally hear a whoop as it finishes a layer and does a reseek. I realise I shouldn't be impressed when I buy a piece of hardware that does what it's supposed to without screwing up. Like,
Well, the volume of those things typically is not that.
This is the thing. Partly it's because it's a Delta, and partly because it's newer. They've got better. Some of the big ones are still incredibly expensive, noisy. But that's where you're supposed to be running it in a factory. But I mean, I can hear the fan going, but I can't hear the steppers. It's just going. So the video I put up, it seems quite loud in that video, but it's really not.
There are so many races that I just click a new one.
Just
I'm trying to
filter-
so I can change my car.
filter your races by new. If you just check your list of vehicles, Max, do you not have it under there?
No. And there's a barn find. What? Well, I want to go to my help barn find those. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't even got. I've headed towards this barn find like 5 times, but Schalke keeps picking events that end nowhere near it, so I haven't managed.
I'm in the EZ and I just got ultimate air.
Oh, well done.
It might scale it a bit based on the car.
200 meters. Turn left.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever got air in a real car, but like if you're off the ground for more than about a tenth of a second, it starts feeling pretty terrifying.
Yep. There's a particular railway bridge on the A24. If you go at speed, you actually do end up taking off.
Yeah, I
The
did
other
it.
problem is that it's a 90-degree turn the other side of it.
Well, I did that in Impreza, but I had my foot down, and it very quickly goes from you don't want to land. Yeah,
Oh shit.
you don't want to land with the wheels spinning fast, but then suddenly you have to then slow the wheels down very quickly, and that will cause a lot of force to go through the whole system. That's what can send you off into a spin. And I'm not a rally driver. I'll point that out.
Yeah.
I have been a professional race driver in my race car driver in my time though, so that's good.
Recalculating.
Someone paid you to drive a car?
Someone paid me to drive a race car on a racetrack. Yep.
Wow.
Twice.
Were they blind?
actually. No. Cody's and EA both took. I've been on track days, paid for them. I'm sorry they didn't do a lot more track days, given that we only do racing games. Just to sort of say, these are what cars are. These are why cars are fun. These are how cars drive, not on the road. Absorb all you can and put the cool shit into a computer game.
200 meters. Turn
But
sharp.
yeah, the day we did at Silverstone with EA was brilliant.
Left.
We did the Audi TT, Dodge Viper, Porsche, something or other Spider. Oh, wait, what it was? It was a Porsche. It was shit. And a Ferrari 355 Spider. And the feedback from everyone on the day was the same. Going, next time, instead of 2 laps in each car, we just have 8 laps in the Ferrari. It was... Oh, no shortcut. It was so much better. Not just a little bit better. The Ferrari was head and shoulders above every other car I have ever driven. And I was genuinely impressed. Whereas
That's a good one.
I drove a Porsche GT3 and I've never had such an underwhelming piece of shite in my life. And that's an expensive car. And I was like, this is just not exciting. Whereas the Ferrari, when you hit peak power, it's about 7,000 RPM, the whole cockpit resonates.
400 meters.
You're just immersed in this sea of engine sound. It's just astounding. Beautiful handling, just everything. Test the drunk driver for lupus. Did you name this, Shaq, or did it name that? I'm going in my Mini. That's my 205 Mini. Wait, I got a great 180. We're waiting for a player, by the way. 20 seconds left, in case anyone hasn't noticed the crap appearance of the screen. 10 seconds, someone hasn't joined. 8 seconds. 5. Who hasn't joined?
I'm joined.
Me. I'm trying to find this bloody impressor.
Oh,
I'm at my
then
house now.
You're not in our event then. It's alright, you can join the next one.
I gave you
want the
extra time.
impressor. I want to unlock the impressor.
You have 30 seconds extra.
Well, I don't think you can use impress in this event anyway. Yeah, but there's a button. I think you go auto. I think you go. It's the left hand one.
English cars only.
Then there's an option marked garage finds. Barn finds. Sorry.
On the which tab?
I don't know, but you won't be able to use it this race anyway.
So I feel like I'm being diddled. When I found that thing, look at the thing.
Yeah, under one of the tabs in your house is a thing labelled barn finds. That's alright, we can you can come join us in the next round. I don't know what it's under. It's never anything obvious. I really wish when you finished the race it dumped you off where you were rather than finishing. You teleport to the beginning of the race. Oh, wait. Yes, I got the fast travel marker. My suspension's squashed because I was squashed in real life under a truck. But yeah, the sheer rampant copyright infringement in this game is extremely impressive, and more so that they've gotten away with it. That's the Bat Van versus a very nice looking MG versus a Mini. The Mini has the advantage. I don't really need to slow down for many corners, but I run out of speed very quickly. It's front wheel drive though, so I can oversteer to get around. Actually, the more noise you hear from the steering wheel, the worse I'm doing. And it's as I mentioned when we played Live for Speed, your best lap is your least exciting one. If it's boring and everything's perfect, that's the one with the best time.
Oh, right. So it can take up to a week potentially to repair the barn
really?
find. Yeah. I don't know how you check that it won't finish the repair though. I don't see where. I want to see progress. I want to see it on my
Well,
list.
have you not found the list of barn finds yet?
No.
Right,
No,
so
I'm
you're in your home. What
I
are
do
your
not see. I do not
You're in
see
your
it.
home. What are your 3 options along the top? Or was it 4 options?
On the menu.
Yeah.
Okay, so the top tab names are Home, Horizon Life, Fortune Island,
Right,
Lego
that-
Speed Champions.
That's the wrong menu. The house menu, not the game
The
menu.
house menu.
But
What's
if you're parked outside your house and press enter, it brings up a menu. If
Right, I'm using the gamepad.
Oh, I don't know what button it is. It's button 8 for me, but I don't know what that is for you.
Enter. Doesn't do anything.
Are you parked outside your house?
Yeah.
What does it say in the top left of your screen?
Nothing.
Then you're not parked in the right place. Don't park in the right place. Obviously, you've got to park in the right place by your house. Honestly, man. This is obvious. Yeah.
Top left.
It will say Green Gables, Max Realism, press blah 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 to enter. But you have to park, you can't park exactly inside your house. If you drive away from your house slowly, it should pop up. And if you're not very near your house, drive towards it slowly, it'll pop up.
Oh, actually, there. Press X to enter house.
Yeah, now you're in your house.
It's in the halfway up the driveway, and then you watch yourself drive up the driveway. I'm like, what are you bastards making me do this for?
Yeah.
Who's the crap head who put that into? Alright, so now I've got 3 options. Auto show.
Garage is the one you want.
Garage.
And barn finds is in the bottom
Barn
right, I
finds.
believe.
Yeah, it's bottom
So
right.
it's obvious when you know where you have to be in the world, select the menu.
That shit. Unknown, not discovered. They're all unknown, not discovered.
Keep looking, there's quite a long
Oh, I've
list.
got the Impreza 22B STI. The barn find is now been to your garage. Well,
There you
and
go.
that takes me out of it. I'm like,
Hey,
don't do
done.
that.
Yeah, but now it's in your garage.
Yeah, but I want all of them. I want to do all of them. Well, it's got turbo.
It does
It's
have...
like, you've clicked the thing, click. I must show you. I'm like, no, let me bloody move them all. Witter.
For Harker, I don't know why why there's poop on your toilet seat. Is it yours?
What?
If not, taste it and then see if you can work out from that whose it is. Like if someone recently ate a curry and it's slightly spicy, then it'll be theirs. If it tastes horrible, they're probably a vegan, etc., etc. This Mini is so good, by the way. It's not fast, but my God, does it go around corners. I wonder where Tad is. If you're in the stream chat, where are you, Tad? Are you in Amara, or is that COVID, or...? Well, if it tastes of crystal meth, then which of your housemates... This doesn't seem like a problem to narrow down. I like cars like the Mini. I like cars like the Impreza. They're very forgiving. Whereas, like the Superlight, it's crazy, but you make a mistake and that's it, you're screwed.
I have another question.
Uh-oh.
I've got the Impreza out,
Uh-huh.
but the one we found in the barn now no longer has its stickers on it.
Yeah, you can just select a different livery for it.
That is on.
At the house,
Yeah, I'm just doing around the lights.
garage, livery, and... I think I choose like this week's hot ones. I see. I'm hoping I can find, when I find my Impreza, I will find the exact sticker set I've got on mine. I was looking at some of the stickers at the beginning to come off mine. They've been on them 20 years, so at some point I will have to get that done. But that's going to cost.
The trick to put them on was not what we did when we put that sticker across the windscreen.
Oh no! I would get that
liquid
professionally
underneath it.
done. Yeah, I've got some.
okay, cool.
It's called vinyl wetter, is what it's called.
I'm sorry we did do hot water and something.
Yeah, but you shouldn't use that because of salt and thing. Essentially, I've had to use vinyl wetter for the arcade.
Okay.
So I've had
Just
to
to make it sort of thing, put it on and move it.
I've put enormous vinyl on the arcade machines, and it is extremely. I mean, on the Gauntlet Legends machine. I am not exaggerating. That was 400 quid's worth of vinyl in 2 sheets, so I had to get it right.
Bloody hell.
And I did a reasonable job, so I'm pleased with that. I'm just going to grab my barn find, by the way, before we do our next event. So I will be a minute or so. I will change to my fastest car. I really wish there was a quicker way to flip between vehicles types. What is the fastest thing I've got? It's all horrible. I'm going to go with Superlight because it's batshit. It's because it's shit. Oh man, is he in an XR3i? Or in the RS200? I can't say. No, it's just oops, wrong button. Oops.
In 200
Oh yeah, I turned traction control and everything off, didn't I? A little bit less lead-footed than before.
in 200 meters.
Oh, we've lost Esmir and Max from our convoy, by the way, Schalke.
Oh, is that because we didn't participate in one little race?
No, Esmir did, so it's not that. I changed seasons randomly there, so I don't know if that's related anyway. But I am just heading towards my... Oh my god, how fast? Heading towards my barn find. Please hold. Oh,
Yes, ditto.
I need more gears! 180 miles an hour down public B road in the catering. 190. I don't think these do 190.
Daily challenge complete.
Whoa!
See you back tomorrow.
Oh, and I've just completed my daily challenge, and that put me off, and then I crashed.
Take the second
And then the GPS said at the roundabout, I don't care about the Forza thumb. Oh wow, this is very, very, very sensitive. Does anyone in chat know anything about Arduinos? Other than what they are, that bit I know.
Really can make them useful.
Well, the HOTAS 3D printed edition I saw, I think I might be interested in. So apparently, I buy some switches, put them in the housing, hook them up to the Arduino, run a specific on the Arduino, and then it will turn up as a joystick in my PC. And I'm like, I'm very, very interested in this.
In 400 meters.
But I don't know how. I have no idea. All I know is there's Arduinos and Leonardos,
Racing route.
and I don't know the difference. And I've driven right past the barn.
Top class. S2.
I can't. I haven't. So I'm just to grab this barn find so I can start that timer.
Did you say S2?
Turn around
Yes.
when it is safe to do so.
Even if it does have Arduino put in, I mean, as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, the Arduino, I'm talking about a £6 chip, whereas the Raspberry Pi is a 30 or 40 quid. We're talking.
Yeah, the Arduino is very much more cut down, much less capable in terms of.
Yeah.
A Raspberry Pi is very much a computer, a PC, whereas an Arduino is very much a programmable PCB that you can plug things into,
Yes.
but doesn't have anywhere near the total
400 meters.
capabilities that a Raspberry Pi does have.
Yes. And I've got a couple of Raspberry Pis, but they are in use. Very, like, constantly, poor things.
Yeah.
Nobody has the car.
Well, I don't know. This is my point, Kahaka. I don't know. This is why I said, does anyone know about Arduinos?
I know a chap at work likes using them.
Kahaka, if you search Thingiverse HOTAS, there is a HOTAS add-on that is essentially a housing that clicks onto the side of the particular HOTAS that I've got, and it uses the Arduino to turn up as an extra joystick. And given we've got Star Wars Squadrons coming, that means I can buy little rocker switches or light up ones or one with Kate's houses on. Yes, I'm not talking about for you. I'm talking about why I'm trying to talk about this. But it lists the firmware or program or whatever. I just don't know.
In 100
Essentially,
meters,
I don't have time to mess around. Do it. If I want to plug something together and click compile and go and it works, brilliant. If it's like, oh, download the firmware and then twiddle with this one and then set these header, and I don't have time for that. That's way too much like my day job.
Well, there will be a little bit of that because that's inherently what an Arduino is.
Well, not necessarily, because in this case, it should hopefully be utterly trivial. But like for my 3D printer, I was not happy. One of the first things I had to do was install a fucking build environment on my PC in order to be able to build the custom firmware for the custom settings I wanted. I'm like, why am I doing this? Ship it with a piece of firmware that I can set everything on. Don't do it like this. This is terrible. This is not a user-friendly experience. Whereas my new one, I haven't even bothered upgrading the firmware because there's no reason to.
turn around when it is safe to do so.
Is anybody trying to join the event?
I'm not. If you give a second, as soon as I got this barn find, I'm all yours. I'm just trying to find the barn.
It's a very specific kind of barn, so it makes it a little bit
Cancelled
easier.
for now.
Well, I don't actually have anything up. I don't have. It's not even asking me.
Recalculating.
Can't even hit the wide side of the barn.
I can't find the barn, so if I could find the barn, I bet you I could hit it.
Turn left.
Okay. Is this the right amount of leftness?
We're all doing the same barn find, by the way.
Doubtful. Well, possibly.
It's at your 9 o'clock.
To my right, 90 degrees. No, wait, that's left 90 degrees. Oh, God, no, there's a hole. going the right way?
You're heading right for it. Should be around the tree line ahead of you. Slightly to your left.
I'm running out of circle. Oh, wait, hold on, I see something. No, I see houses, not barns.
Is it in the quarry?
No, no. Mine one's not the quarry. Oh, yep, there it is. It's just behind those trees. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to turn up in my 2006 Impreza, hoping for... Oh, it's
not like I'm not looking.
MG...
That's an MG.
something.
An MGB GT, in fact.
Oh, an
It's a
MGB GT.
brilliant little
MGB
sports
GT.
car made right here in Britain, is what I'm saying.
Well, I'm assuming that's what I always go with that. I don't know if it is or not. But it looks
It
like
is an
that's
MGB
right.
GT.
Didn't go so well, did it?
Oh, sweet.
I've literally never heard of those. Okay, Shaka, I'm all
Yeah,
yours.
right.
I'll go and put all the pieces back in and call you when it's
Baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the map, I just filtered new only. Like, I like the Edinburgh races the best, just because they're a bit more like driving around on the street. Other than that, I haven't really found any of the events particularly are in any way particularly better or worse. They're just. Yeah.
Around when it is safe to do
Oh wait,
so.
I have a message. B. Anatine Brooks is. Oh, fuck off.
I also went looking for a barn.
Recalculating.
Oh, are you near the barn? Because I have unlocked quite a lot of barns. Oh, bugger, where are you?
I found it
Oh.
already.
I can do with a spot because I haven't got bloody blue.
Where are you?
This is I'm at the quarry.
Oh, right, I can see you. Yeah, take right 90 degrees. No, left 45. Left 45. Straight, dead ahead of you. Dead ahead. 20 meters. 10. Have you seen it?
Yep.
Okay, good. You didn't say. I'm like, you're inside the icon on my map now. You haven't found it.
Oh, what have I found?
I thought AC Cobra replicas were always old Rovers. If you were cheap.
Turn around when it is safe to
Lotus
do so.
Loose GT something.
Oh, very nice. A friend of mine just bought a Lotus Evora, and I'm like, nice, let's take it on track. And he's like, no. I'm like, dude, you can't buy it's got a Lotus Evora is a lightweight sports car, and it's 400 horsepower. I'm like, dude, we have to get this on track. This would be amazing. Like, without being too mean about all my friends, Henry, but I have two types of friends. Ones who say they'll come on track day and don't come on the track day, and ones that come on the track day but their car's way worse than mine.
400 meters.
So I'd like to do a track day with someone with a car way better than mine.
Or
Hey.
just have someone be dead weight in the car.
Well, one of the things that does help is genuinely a guy who is not participating in the track day. So like a wardrobe car. So you put all the spare stuff in there rather than trying to...
Destination.
Oh, sort of run around yours.
Yeah. Because it's a problem. I mean, I've been thinking about this. I've now got a set of track day wheels that I can swap out, but I'm not sure what I'll do with them. Like, I could probably just pop a padlock and chain, and the chances are quite slim anyone's going to nick all of my wheels.
But using a wardrobe car would be easy.
Yeah, anyway, what you want someone with a big, like, Skoda Octavia or something, so you just slap everything in the back.
Yeah.
Like a big estate car. Well, we've done it before, it's great. You just put everything in the back of the car, and it works really well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you are a little bit far away for that. I don't think you've ever done a track day with me.
Huh? No.
Yeah, because Rob did one. It was great. He came
Nope,
along.
not bringing my van. Nope.
Yeah, Rob did a track day with us, Eurotech. But yeah, he came and he just basically tried the wardrobe car. And we went out in the Smart Roadster on the track. That was great. Really good on the track.
Turn sharp
And the
Turn
Impreza.
around when
And it was quite funny because Andy came with us as well on that day. At lunchtime, I'm like, right, petrol station. And Emmy and Andy are like, why? I'm like, because I'm down to like less than a third of tank of fuel. And they're like, oh. So Andy's one was still at 3/4 full, and the Roadster was at 7 out of 8 bars of fuel. So it was
7
like
eighths.
7/8, and I'm like, yeah, I need to go to get petrol now. Yeah, Volvo Estate's cool, Henry.
Do people not, I mean, to me it sounds stupid, do people not take spare fuel with them?
If you're into it in a more hardcore way than me, I just pop to Tesco and buy fuel at lunchtime.
Just use the premium. You take
Well,
a jerry
yeah.
can, that's what I mean. You know.
There are extremely strict and specific rules around fuel containers in race days, track days. Like you can do, but like you need a fire marshal, designated fire marshal, and also it's not worth it. They do sell fuel on the track. Well, not literally on the track. They do sell fuel at the larger track days. And if you want to buy the most expensive petrol you've ever bought in your life, rather than nip to Tesco and get a sandwich and a full tank of fuel, you can.
Alright. What are you driving, Esmir?
I've seen Silverstone selling it for nearly £2 a litre. It's like, yeah, I'm good. Cheers.
Gouge.
Well, yeah, because they're selling to rich people and Ferraris who are lazy.
Yeah.
People not like me. I am. This is not the right car for this.
It's a BMW Zeta.
Not like me. I'm classy. I know the value of a good sandwich when I see it, so I always pop out, get me my Tesco value meal deal.
Yeah. Sandwich, drinks, and crisps.
Absolutely. That's what you want. Value for money, and that offsets the the 60 quid in petrol I just spent driving around the racetrack every morning.
Yeah.
No, this is.
I brought his red letter days.
Oh yeah.
To do one of those Friday driving things. And they said, instead of giving you 3 track loops around the track, they give you 4 or something, and they still go to only 3 laps around the track, 2, whatever it is. They still screw us over. So.
Oh yeah.
But,
Well,
when I got given it, I was just stunned that my wife thought that was something I wanted, and how expensive it was. You know.
What did you get to drive?
A Ferrari.
That's.
It was on red delay, it's a generic Ferrari sort of thing, but. But wow, you really misjudged that, I thought. But
Really? Did you not enjoy it?
it was very short-lived, very short-lived. And
yeah.
also at the time, I'm into games. I'm into games.
Yeah, but you do that already. So they do say that experiences make you happier than things. So there is that. Well, that is the. Don't forget.
I get more enjoyment out of my PC.
Yeah, but you could argue that's a thing that gives you an experience. But I was going to say, yeah. So a lot of these supercar days, what they do is they give you 2 laps. They go, for another 150 quid, you can get another 5 laps. They're trying to desperately upsell to you on your day. That's what a lot of the supercar experiences are a huge.
Just pay for a rip off of a photograph.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
I'll have a photograph because it gets printed out as a pretty big A4 or whatever it was. So.
And you're like, no, my wife has got a phone camera. I'm good, thank you.
Well, at the time, my wife had a bloody awful phone, so no.
Now, I did some track days last year, and there always is someone taking photos. They will sell you the photo for an outrageous price.
Yeah.
But if you can be patient, at the end of the year, they'll email around going, hello, we're about to delete all the photos from last year. They're now on sale for 50p a photo. And you're like, you know what? I will at 50p a photo. At 7 quid a photo, fuck off.
Oh, yeah.
This car.
Well, that didn't happen to me.
I mean, definitely, yeah, but you're on a much more mass market day. These were, professional photographers, and they'll do events, and at the end of the year, they'll just message everyone who went to all their events. This is very difficult to drive. I can't even get it up to speed. It just spins. There it goes. I'm just sliding down the hill rather than up it. Yes, if I had an S-Class Jeep, that would have been better. Oh, finished. Yes. Didn't really, did I?
The funny thing is, it shows me a close-up of my my I don't know, Xbox avatar thing. You can't see why he's standing and waving his arms around sideways.
Yeah, my guy, it's just my Xbox avatar, just the background.
Yeah, but you can't see why because they've zoomed in. He's standing on a sort of skateboard or something.
Ah.
I think.
I don't know how I finished that race. I was doing most of it sideways.
I was doing more of it sideways than you were.
Apparently.
But yeah, the trap day I did, the Dodge Viper was something else. And the advice I was given is never put your foot flat to the floor quickly in the Viper. Not in first gear, not in sixth gear. They said it will light the tyres up at 140 miles an hour without even trying. I was like, okay. And then down the, as I got onto Hanger Straight, Silverstone, yeah, third, fourth, and then he shouted, "No, that's third!" Instead of putting it into fifth, I was about to put it back into third. The gearbox is awful. It's another bar fine.
Classic car lying around in a barn somewhere here.
I know what this barn is.
Go on guided tours. What's wrong with that? Be surprised how much you learn.
Please hold. Driving to my barn. I might do it in my 18 van.
A Flying Scotsman Showcase. What's that?
There's a whole bunch of showcase events that are basically scripted events where you drive around with other scripted things doing scripted stuff. So I'll be. If you just hold off a second, I would. Never mind.
Never mind. Yeah.
I should have said it quicker. I am just driving in a.
Are you at it?
I'm 7 kilometers by road from it, but I'm not taking the road. Am I big with sim racing? Sarson, does it look like I'm any good at sim racing? It's tree. It's ironic. So I worked up professionally on racing games for a very long time. Very, very long time. For over a decade of my life, I played racing games for up to 14 hours a day. You would have thought that I would have been really, really good at them, and I'm not. I'm okay at arcade racing games. I'm fairly good at like Burnout, obviously. Sim racing games in 2D, like on a screen, I really struggle with. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I massively scrub. Sim racing games in VR, I'm actually really good at. Because it's just like driving the real thing. And I do real track bits in real cars. So it's really odd. Oh, that's a rock. That's an actual rock. Oh, Schalke's left the session. And so has Mia. What? Have you left the session just to do your race, I guess?
Yeah.
I have to go around this, okay.
Why is my world map missing almost all the icons?
Have you put a filter on?
Safe to do so.
I don't see where you would put a filter on it to do that.
For me it's X, but I don't know what it is for you. It's at the bottom, it says filters.
No, I don't have, it's not there for me.
Okay, now I'm loading because Schalke left my session and now I'm going from winter to spring. I mean, so
That's a treasure map, apparently.
I mean, Gran Turismo has the issue, of course, that it is on the wrong platform. I mean, this is obviously, you can see the mascot, it's obviously PC. I've always liked Gran Turismo because they didn't release it. It's a bit vague. They didn't release a quote-unquote proper Gran Turismo this generation. They did release Gran Turismo Sport, which I have played an awful lot in VR, and it's really, really good in VR. But has the usual issue that Gran Turismo doesn't understand how to do a handling model and just goes, realism, that means understeer. So, in reality, I drive a 1998 Type R Subaru Impreza. It is a rally car. It is as close as you can get to a road legal rally car. It is a Type R. It's got higher rev, it's got short range gearbox, the works. It is famed for oversteering. That's why it's one of the best rally cars in the world, because it oversteers. And I'm playing Gran Turismo going, if my Impreza braked and steered like this, I would just take it back to my garage going, what's wrong with my car? We've got Ferrari 355, the simulation arcade game, at the arcade that I help out at. And again, my Impreza accelerates 0 to 60 and brakes quicker than the simulation Ferrari. It's like you haven't like looked up actual stopping distances or G-forces. You've just gone, this feels hard. It must be simmy. But I really enjoyed Gran Turismo Sport. It was extremely good in VR. Really, really good. We played Live for Speed last week, and that's if there's some learning curve on it. And as Max learned, it's really, really, really not very good in on a pad. I don't know. So, if you are racing to a high level and you're braking in a corner, ABS or not, you are doing it wrong. So I don't know. I can't comment. I approach Gran Turismo, approach racing as much as I can like I would in reality. Straight line braking, off the brake, hard turn. I don't trail brake. I am not that level of real life confidence. I do it, I say properly. I'd show you, but I'm just scratching the wrong finger. So I've got to find a barn here.
Yes!
Oh,
You're really nailing all of those speed traps, aren't you? Don't stop now. I'm just getting
So
started.
you're in a season I haven't unlocked yet, which is why we're in a team, but I can't play with you.
Oh, assuming Sharko's in a mission, and assuming he'll have left the mission in a second. Does anyone know where the barn is in this circle? I'm by the Lego.
My map is fucked.
Oh, well, yeah, but if you found the barn, but just click on the filters.
I don't have any filters.
Well, click on the map. It's along the bottom. You've got set route, closed wrap, group route, toggle activity panel, My Horizon Life, change filter.
No. I've got set route, closed map, fast travel, toggle activity panel. That's it.
Wiggle the mouse.
There's
Wiggle the mouse.
nothing on the map.
Wiggle the mouse. See if the keyboard menus turn up.
Arrived at your destination.
Okay. Page up, page down, closed map, set route.
Page up, page down, close. Why was page down for thing?
Yeah, page up, close activity.
I mean, if you need to filter the map and that filter is not available on the map itself, you can always go to My Horizon Life and click on or hover over one of the categories that you're trying to filter to, and it should give you the option.
Obviously, you
like
have to
if
go
you're
to My
looking
Horizon
for filtering
Life.
just barn finds and boards, that would be under Explorer rank.
Oh god, really? Okay. I don't know why I've got the option you haven't. That doesn't make any sense unless you have to be the leader or I don't know, something. So Slaughton, yeah, I mean, you shouldn't. I mean, I assume you're on pedals. I mean, you shouldn't just slam your foot to the flat. Like, that's not how you're supposed to brake. I mean, I'll be honest. In computer games, braking's pretty, like ABS or not. Like, if I'm going in a straight line, I brake. Car brakes in a straight line. If I brake like that in reality, I for no reason would I expect the car to stop in a straight line. I would expect it to start pirouetting. Esmir, do you know where this barn is? I'm up near the Lego Speedway.
Show me the map. Or wait, is it not showing on the map?
Well, I'm in the I'm in the purple circle somewhere. Also, I knew where it was inside the purple circle. I wouldn't need you. I'd just go there.
When it is safe to do so.
But yeah, so I said
let me change my filter real quick.
I said something. You shouldn't ever be braking in a corner anyway. So because of that, I always do in a racing game maximum straight line braking and then release off the corner. So ABS on or off does not make much difference. As I said, in reality you get better braking with no ABS, just at the cost of your car potentially pirouetting around every time you brake hard.
It's on the southeast edge of the rail yard.
Okay. Oh, fast travel board.
Arrived at your destination.
Southeast edge. Oh, that right's where I am then. So
Kind
what?
of in the middle area.
I like racing games. I'm just no good at them. And I am disappointed this game doesn't have VR support. Okay. Max Realism has left the convoy. Esmir has joined the convoy. What is going on with this stupid game?
I've just quit the game because I want that map working. And
Oh, you reckon if
quit
we
the other
restart
thing.
it, we'll fix it? That won't surprise me. It's possible that you're in an event or you selected some thing. Okay, where's this barn? And so, hold on. So Schalke's no longer in our convoy. We separated our own convoy without Schalke. But we have got blackjack and hookers, so that's pretty good. Shotguns, may I help me? I'm lost. Where am I going? Right, I see you. I'm gonna follow you. You probably know where it is. Oh, tree. Oh, I found
Oh,
it.
this was a really hidden one.
I didn't find it. I drove into a tree, and I was close enough for it to count.
Don't you dare open it without me.
Will you look at that? It's
I found
a
it.
Spitfire.
So I was gonna say-
Not a plane,
Triumph.
obviously. Now, it might not look it now, but this car was a masterpiece of British design. Makes you proud.
I'll get someone else to take this back. All this talk of Britain is giving me wanderlust.
No, Sarson, please do. I'm just DJ Arcus on there. I said I have. I'm hoping. So currently, I've got no plans to get a PS5. If there's a Gran Turismo and it's good, and there's a new VR
Ooh.
update, that might
Okay.
be interested.
I think I may have unlocked season.
Oh, good. Are you watching a cutscene?
Yeah, there's only little thing that changed over the spring.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I
Shako,
know that's got lots of things to do.
are you in spring? Because we have to be in your convoy,
Turn around.
but you don't appear to be in our convoy.
Is there no way of shutting these packs up in as well now?
If you
can't
tab
do
out,
anything while they
if
go
you tab
through.
out the game, you can't hear them.
Right, that's it.
Well, you could
That's
pour,
what I do.
you could stick needles in your ears.
Yeah, that's what I do. Let's do that.
Yeah. So Sarson, I mean, I have generally had some loyalty towards Microsoft. Partly because I develop games for consoles, and as a developer, Microsoft love third-party developers. Sony tolerate third-party developers, and Nintendo actively hate you if you are Japanese and working for Nintendo. They genuinely don't like external devs at all. It's weird. So I've always had a soft spot for Microsoft because Microsoft have always treated devs extremely well. That aside, the announcements Microsoft have done for the Xbox launch have just been incredible. Everything is hitting every box. Whereas Sony have said, oh, all of the exclusives, yeah, they'll all work on the last gen, and we promise that you'll have plenty of time, you'll have plenty of warning before the game it launches. So what they actually did is they put the pre-orders for the PS5 live 2 hours before they announced it, and then gave everyone less than 24 hours notice. Like they've just kind of gone back, and a lot of the goodwill they've built up, they've absolutely pissed up the wall over the last week or two. So, but the Microsoft announcements, all of the oh, now Sharko's left the convoy. Sharko wasn't in the convoy. Oh, okay, I'll make you the leader. Wait, Sharko's left the convoy. Sharko's joined the convoy. Sharko, make leader. Yeah,
Join Horizon Convoy as the game, as you have not qualified for something.
it's all right. That's
Sharko
fine.
being
That's fine.
convoy
Sharko will be the convoy leader, and we'll be fine.
Okay, I have to I have to qualify. What? I have to join the Horizon
Just
Convoy
ignore
game
it.
as you have not qualified for the Horizon
Yes,
yet.
ignore it. Sharko's now in charge. Sharko is in spring. He's in winter. It's fine. I'm in spring. You haven't unlocked spring yet. That's what it
I'm
is.
in spring. I'm in spring.
You're perhaps you're not in the right spring. I don't know. Maybe I'm in summer. I've
I'm
lost
in
track.
spring too now.
But yeah, so the Xbox announcements, the S, the X, the pricing is unbelievable. 250 quid for the next generation console. The
Oh, is
1080,
it the lowest tier one though?
Well, obviously that's not the high tier one. That's the 1080p one.
Yeah.
Do you have a 4K to set up?
Nope.
There you
Don't
go.
want to go that high yet.
Then there's there's a console. 250 quid for the console. It's like, wow, this is crazy.
An price, isn't it?
Well, that's 100 quid less than the Switch. So it's like crazy what they've done. Thank you, Soston. Please, you know, if you don't, when we do stream every night, we kind of just chat shit about stuff. Let's me. How do I get this board? There's a board just.
Right. The Switch has obviously dropped price.
Which Switch? Because there's two now.
£280. Nintendo Switch Joy-Con is the only battery life.
Yeah, there's a Switch.
Which board? The
There's
one right there?
Yeah, I can't find it. Oh, never mind. I don't care.
£290.
You couldn't go have a wee look for me, could you?
Because there's two Switches. And don't laugh.
Switch great feature and Ring Fit Pack.
There's a Switch. And
then the Switch Lite.
yeah, there's a Switch which doesn't switch. It's just a tablet.
Yeah, that's the Switch Lite.
Yeah, but I don't think you understand. It's a Switch that doesn't do
switch.
the thing that the Switch does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, good job,
That's
Nintendo.
the Lite, isn't it?
That's the Lite, yeah. 3 out of 4 players, by the way. I don't know who's not hit go.
Me, probably.
Tap back quickly. 18 seconds.
Was I supposed to be in a different vehicle?
No, we haven't started it yet. I don't know. But yeah, it's
loading.
Sony and Microsoft have done an astounding job. Backwards compatibility all the way. It's cheap. Very, very cheap entry price. Excellent selection of games. Extreme Game Pass. Like for the player, like Sony on the other hand are just not. But the whole for the players thing is what Microsoft are doing. They have invented the Netflix of gaming, which is great.
I'll follow along, don't worry.
Are we all doing this event? No, you're all behind me. Oh, this thing is. Oh my good.
In 400
Giddy aunt.
meters, turn right.
Needs more gears.
Turn right.
Sure,
This is-
comes out left field. Bloody hell.
So-
That was mad.
Do you hear how this vehicle changes gears, by the way?
Okay, yeah.
That's how my bike changes gears. I wish my car did.
Why my assist not working, by the way? Someone turned them off.
No, you can't. I found a fantastic article by Microsoft about the analysis of what assists people use in Forza, when they turn them off, when they turn them on, which assists people turn off after like 5 races, 10 races, which assists no one ever turns off. It's really fascinating. I was trying to work out if there's a way to say, look, can we stop people bringing in cars at like 10 times the power? And there just isn't a way. People just say, don't play with randoms.
And slide and smash this place to bits, aren't you?
What? Is Sean Bean still talking?
Select the best shots
Yeah.
later.
Hey, this car's bonkers. Does it break stuff?
Wait, seriously? Sean Bean?
Scene 82.
Yeah.
Village chase.
Well, it sounds like Sean Bean. So I assume it is. Does it just smash stuff up?
Yeah.
This is... So all these events like this are really hard to do in internal view. There's a ramp here. Oh, I just hit the camera.
Oh, wow. Okay, can't live with that. Don't smash the ramp.
No, I smashed up the ramp, but I also hit the camera that was supposed to be filming me. I'm currently at 1,800 points, by the way. I don't know quite.
Now it only takes tops points.
You have to hit the ramp, Sharper, not just go near it. I was right behind you, I just watched you slightly miss the ramp. Oh, I see, they've coned off the filming area and I've just driven out of it and I'm just smashing up random bits of this village now. Oh, it's doing the Alton Towers music. I mean, Hall of the Mountain King. Oh, we don't get any points for ramming each other. So, oh, I know why your assists are off. I think it set them for this level, because otherwise, if you had realistic damage on, you couldn't complete the level. Okay, I'm only a third of the way there. Are you guys miles ahead, or...?
No, I'm about a quarter of the way there.
Oh, 4 seconds remaining. Wait,
Yeah.
I was 13,000 points short.
Yeah. Is that a team thing though? 13,000. Yeah.
No, that was about right. I had about 7,000. I needed 20.
Yeah. I think it's a team job.
Yeah, I
I've got
can't.
exactly the same number.
Oh, one of us has to hit the requirement. That would make sense.
Do we want to try
I
again?
hit 113,000. I was well over the 3-star mark.
You had 113,000.
Yep.
I
the
had
key is
7.
just don't stop doing stunts.
I,
Don't stop
just
drifting,
messing stuff
don't
up.
stop hitting things, but don't hit anything that's too solid or that will stop it, and just drop all your points.
okay, I guess we can try again. But I assume so. But it said 7,000 points short, which was my 13,000, which means that was my score it was taking.
And my score.
It might succeed or fail individually.
Well, did you succeed or fail, Esmir?
It failed because I think it's going off the lowest score.
No, because Max said he had 5,000, so the low score would have been 15,000 short.
Mine moaned about not having been 13,000. Exactly the same thing as yours, basically.
Oh, well, let's try again. Let's see if we can all be less rubbish. I can't really do, like, drifts. I mean, yeah, I'll just razz around and try and break things. Is there... I know you get skill multiplier perks for the car, but that doesn't apply to that car, does it? The Hoonigan. But yeah, we'll give it another go, Shalka.
I didn't know what chapter is this. I guess I can go back and
Choose
go
the
next chapter.
highest chapter it will let you do, yeah. If we failed and we can skip it, I'm happy to fail and skip it. The Stunt Driver, Chapter 4. Yeah. And I have... what's the painting with the car and
Hey,
the leg?
Wayne.
Hey, who's it? John? Not John
Thanks for
Carpenter.
coming down.
Who's it
No.
by?
We have to reshoot the sequence.
Who's it by?
It's
The real
Constable.
Frankie
Constable.
Beaumont
John
did it the
Constable.
first time round, and
Is
the
his name John?
results were
Call him John.
inspiring.
Officer Constable.
Nah, what we need is a professional stunt driver, right?
Oh, stop talking,
Head to the
Sean.
village. You can get a handle on the stunt vehicle on the way.
If it ain't Sean Bailey, it doesn't half sound like him. I love this screen. I'm like, oh, that's my car. Go! Oh, right, okay.
Follow along, don't worry. See you down there.
In 400 meters, turn right.
And I'm back a little earlier for the corner this side.
Turn right.
Much better.
In 400 meters,
Why is your number in orange out of interest?
My number. My
Yeah,
number.
you're also level. You're level.
turn right.
I don't even know where you can see my level.
Over your head. We've got TJ Arcos over your head.
Oh, well, I'd have a look at yours, but you were all so far behind me I couldn't even
No,
see
it's right
it.
up your backside.
Yeah, but you're behind me, is my point.
Yeah.
I have no idea my name's in orange.
No, your number. You're just your level.
I don't know. I'm special.
Esmir's got 132. Hers should be in orange. Yeah.
Someone get lost. Incidentally, by the way, that's the music that
Back
gets me
in
copyright
Broadway.
strikes right there.
Guess English villages are all the rage in movies now. Right, stretch your legs and we'll get set up.
So if you notice directly off to the left of the
Right,
starting
so
area,
I've
there's a
become
whole bunch of
convinced Frankie to
greenhouses
really
and
cut loose
fences
with
and
some
shit.
dangerous driving.
Amazing place
Said
to
it
get
wasn't
just
right for the
Yeah.
character.
smash through it all.
I got at least 1,000 doing that, I'm sure.
But you're gonna slam the
Oh, God,
rock,
he's so talking.
skid and slide and smash this place to bits, aren't you?
That's quite an expensive voice actor. We're going to have to get
Select the
quite a
best
lot of
shots
lines.
later.
Can only afford a few lines, Mr. Bean. Well, make sure you use them as often as possible.
Oh, I see.
Okay, scene 82, village chase. Action!
Ah, puzzle ball.
Wow, immovable object in the middle of the air. And the barns. What? Come on, come on. Ah, I smashed it with it.
I've got 0 points so far, by the way.
Just smashed him.
100.
Okay, I don't understand. I've done a bunch of things, but none of it counted. Oh, if you
yeah,
hit something,
don't smash into
if you hit
anything hard.
something, your combo gets wiped. Right, now I understand.
No, I got better than last time.
Yeah, if you hit something that stops your car, so if you hit an immovable object,
Oh, right.
It wipes your combo. That makes sense. That's why I'm like,
Yeah, it's supposed to be a chase, yeah.
well, no, that's just how the skill combo system works. It's just I've never paid attention to it before.
12,000.
Yeah, essentially, you bank your stuff. I was basically building up massive combos and then wiping them every single time. Like that. So what loses it? Dropping below a certain speed wipes it, or
no, it
yeah.
will finish the combo if it doesn't get any additional score.
Yeah, but if I drop okay, so it's a hard impact that will do it, not just losing too much speed.
Right, it's hard
I got
impact.
15,000 skill points. I'm not going to get that 20.
It's like a tree or a building or a bollard.
Yeah. Alright, I've got it now. Now I understand. That should be quite easy. I don't know if I'm going to do it this time.
17,000.
How many?
More
11.
smashes.
I could have accidentally left the village as well. It doesn't help.
It's a lot harder than
13,000.
film, I know.
That's the
They are
last.
35 points short.
That's the same number as last time.
No, it's slightly different. But definitely wasn't me this time.
No, that was definitely me. Right, I get it now. I get it. So we have to.
We all have to do more than 20.
No, that's right. Yeah, but I have to bank the skill chain. So I'm doing well. Stop. Done. Collect it. Carry on. Got it. Right.
When it is
All
safe
good.
to do so.
Make it so.
Bloody hell, that's me that's getting all the points for all of us.
I don't know, I'm definitely getting enough for everybody.
Yeah, that doesn't work if no one else has got anything like that.
No, it was my fault. I
I
apologize.
think once you get 20,000, take a break,
Well, don't know
I
now.
guess. Get 20,000, we all need to get 20,000.
Do you know what I really want right now? I want to
Lego
hear.
advert.
I want to hear Sean Bean say those same lines again.
Definitely.
Oh, Sean, come
Thanks
on.
for coming down.
Oh yes.
We have to reshoot
Talk
the
to me.
sequence.
Talk to me. I hope you
They let the
fucking
real
die at the
24
end of
one
this.
do it the first time round, and the results were
I mean, I hope the
less
carrot
than
not actually Sean Bean. I hope Sean Bean lasts forever.
nah. What we need is a professional stunt driver, right? Head for the village. You can get a handle on the stunt vehicle.
My
on the
3D
way.
print's finished, but it's too stuck to the board. Oh, I'm not starting in first place this time.
I'll follow along. Don't worry. See you down there.
No, no. Overcooked it. No, totally screwed it up. Someone's forgot to start the race though, so they're definitely going to come last.
In 400 meters, turn right.
Maybe my name was orange because I was the person in first place in that race?
Maybe. Is mine orange now?
I can't tell, I'm so
Oh,
far
it's
behind.
mine.
Turn right.
Oh, I was going to say shortcut, I don't know if that's an immovable wall. Perfect. Absolutely flawless that was.
Back in Broadway. Guess English villages are all the rage in movies now. Right. Stretch your legs and we'll get set up.
So the 3D print's well adhered to the bed. I watched a video earlier from a guy and he just got sent a $38,000 3D printer. And the print surface is a 1 meter by 1 meter glass bed, so a heated bed. And he printed a pawn about 2.5 feet tall.
A what?
Pawn.
A pawn. Oh wait, pawn.
Yeah, chess piece. Yeah.
How much stuff did that take? Filament.
I don't think he cares.
Well,
But-
I mean, if you like run out of one filament, I'm just.
This takes 10 kilo reels.
Alright.
Mine takes 1 kilo reels.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But what he hadn't taken into account was the sheer surface area of this pawn. So when he came to why is this greenhouse not got a smashable bit in the middle? So he came to take it off and he managed to take a chunk of glass out a square foot in size because the plastic just levered the glass up. So I have to be careful pulling my prints off because I can do exactly the same thing. Oh yeah, so if you just drive down a row of fencing, yeah, 3,000.
Yeah, I just got 10,000 off the bat. Bank that. 14,000 first bank.
Yeah.
And I'm clear! At 20,000.
It does actually tell you when you do the doing the stunts, isn't it? Sort of
Yes.
a little sort of circly thing.
I can't find. There's the.
There we go, 26,000.
I'm just way too good at hitting
I'm done.
walls. So let me get straight. The guy on the steering wheel on internal view is struggling with this level.
Yes.
No, I said these sort of things are really hard in internal view. Like, I can't glance left and right. Whereas if you're in external view, you get a much bigger field of view.
Yeah.
There is a setting in the game to turn your characters, or to turn your view when you're in a drift.
I don't think I'm ever in a drift, so not much any use for me. Oh, physics. I'm running out of things to hit.
You have to do skids and things, you know.
I smashed into one of the camera cranes.
No, wish me luck. This is really fucking hard on the steering wheel, promise. There's nothing to hit.
Can't use it. Don't ask why. Afraid I have to ask you to saddle up and go again.
So, the middle of the greenhouses have some immovable fucking pole. So I smashed into the greenhouse and my car just jammed up on that. What's that about?
And now my car is constantly ramming itself into a solid object and then reversing and ramming itself against that same solid object. Why is the car just driving itself? What do people mean by who?
Oops.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the hell was that? It didn't end with Dora! So I guess it was you.
Hey Dora. Hello. Can't blame Dora this time.
You can try.
I can, but it wasn't her fault for once. I will fix that in a minute. I have I tried to leave the 3D print off the bed, and I've managed to move the entire printer plus filaments, about 10 kilos.
Sounds like your name is getting around in the business. I
Wait.
gave out a reel of your
Did we complete
stuff.
the level after all?
Now they want us
Ah,
to
Shao completed it, therefore we can skip on something less crap.
Ever done advertising work?
Good.
It's good money, but it
I
can get a
think
bit
it just
boring.
allows skipping in
That's why
multiplayer.
you've got to have some fun with
Good.
it. Wait till you see what I mean. Take your car and meet me on set. I'll show you.
Did the AI just make you brake then?
Yes.
100 meters.
Ah.
I was going too fast. It don't you have on the little blue chevrons? They went
Yeah, but it wasn't
to red.
a,
I'm like,
it
why are you
wasn't a
making
real
me brake?
corner. Yeah,
Turn left.
Yeah.
I get that sometimes. I didn't need, I was trying to turn the radio off and I accidentally said nice car.
Well, that's right.
As
It's a
you do.
speeding tractor! Fuck me, those tractors go fast in this game.
Yeah, Kohaka, I accidentally just knocked a kilo roll of filament on the floor. Oh, there's the money shot.
400 meters.
Money change, sorry. What's it called? Money gear change. Henry said it earlier. When you accidentally change down gear rather than upper gear. That's a corner. There's the road. Yeah, see, minis are shit. New minis are shit. Instead, if Sai is on, feel free to tell him that because he works for the mini factory. But they do the electric minis now, and they're apparently not shit.
I just realized which one this is. Oh my god, we're gonna have such a horrible time with it.
I'm fairly
It's
sure.
gonna be fantastic.
I'm fairly sure there's no checkpoints. We could have just gone in a straight line to the left to the end of the level.
That's what I did.
In 200 meters, turn right.
Yeah, I can see.
Turn right. In 200 meters.
Oh, that's a house.
turn left.
Oh, you missed the house, you jammy.
Oh, no, I didn't. I hit another one
They hit a
instead.
different house.
Yeah. Whee! There we go.
Right, everything's ready. Weather's nice. Let's do this. So, the brief is for a practical city car. You know, good fuel economy, easy to park. Which is all well and good, but can you park it on top of a shipping container? Don't worry, they love this idea. At least they will love it when I
No,
tell
Sean
them and
Bean,
show them the
I
footage.
cannot.
Let's
I've
go.
got up for a shipping container. Yeah, we'll see. So it's basically a one hit sort of thing. We'll just kind of just bimble over there and park it.
Container climb advert, take one. Action.
Okay, I can't see anything. Because I'm in internal view because of steering wheel. All I can see is water particles.
I think I saw my engine. It's just not responding.
Can we get up there?
Why is my car's bollocks?
Change down.
It's in first.
Change
What
up.
don't change into?
Reverse.
There's like an obstacle course here.
Yeah, but I can't see it.
Ah, yes, okay.
Right, now I can see it. I basically drove down to the water and all I can see is just water particles covering my screen.
Yeah. What is going on with this engine? I'm like, I'm doing 3,000 revs in first and I'm not even moving. I'm just parked on the ramp for some reason.
You okay? Looked a bit rough.
I'm sure that
Set it up
it's
and
not
go
getting
again.
confused and just putting the brake on or something stupid.
No, I don't think so. Or maybe.
Barn finds discovered, 10 out of 15 apparently. Speed trap's completed.
Of course, we can't just
Yeah.
go redo. There's no sort of just do the same thing again.
Oh no, we have to come out, wait for Schalke, go back in, join the... Yeah.
this is scene being again.
In single player, you can reset much more easily.
Yeah. I suppose technically you get 4 chances of doing it, but
I am still here, by the way. I'm just removing the bit of the printer I just broke. It's a bit I made, so it's fine.
There's a speed trap in that location.
I can think of things I care about less, but it would take me a while.
In 100 meters.
My car's just driving. I'm not even touching the steering wheel, by the way, at all. It's just
Have
driving.
you tried
off.
any of the PvP events?
There's a button. I haven't. We haven't done any of that.
In 200 meters.
They're great fun.
Why did they
I'm
not
getting
design
bit
this fucking
tired.
steering wheel with a fucking button that turns off the fucking force feedback? Seriously. I don't understand. Why would you not just have a little switch off on? Just by default. Waiting for you to start, Schalke.
Do we want to try that again?
Don't mind.
I got annoyed that we need to do the beginning part again and again.
Do a regular mission then. Oh, I'm quite annoyed. I printed a filament holder, and I managed to just wiggle it too much and it fell over. So I might have to model a small cross brace or something. That's what I like about 3D printing. You can go, I can fix this problem with the application of science.
But like Trailmakers.
A little bit like Trailmakers, but in real life. And only very occasionally do you accidentally just drop a kilo of plastic on your cat. And the worst thing, I didn't actually get the print off the bed after all that noise.
Wow.
But what are we doing, Shaka? What are you heading for? Use your words.
There's a speed sphere race.
A what race? I didn't know what you said. A what race? Sorry.
A speed sphere cross-country race.
Okay. I'm definitely not going to choose anything other than the Jeep then.
I think I'll call it after that. It will be enough.
That's fine. So, Esmir, did you get anywhere with the lunar flight, by the way, or is it just going to be that we'll have to map our HOTAS to it? Which is unexpected.
I got nowhere with it. It's frustrating.
And does it not have... I mean, not that it helps, because I don't really want to play it with a pad, because, I mean, honestly, I didn't think much of the No Man's Sky had support, particularly. Like, the HOTAS support, like the, virtual sticks. I'd much rather real sticks or virtual toggles and buttons, but
I couldn't even get it to let me even interact with the virtual sticks.
Did you have a poker... I mean, the thing is, part of the idea is to get myself some more time on HOTAS in VR, so I can actually not completely suck when Squadrons comes out. Just, mostly. So that was one of the few games I found that's VR, and looked like it might be quite fun, and looked like it will actually be really suitable for PvP, and didn't look like it would be extremely intense, and had HOTAS support, so it seemed perfect. And Shaka made a good call. It's just a shame that apparently it sucks. Or it's outdated, I guess, and never been updated.
It's extremely outdated, and the VR was just sort of an experimental project. Like, you have to opt into the VR branch, which it's
Never been updated. It's weird, actually, because, I mean, looking at the game, it looks ideal for VR. It looks just 100% perfect from the ground up for it. So you would have thought that would have been his... something to keep up. Maybe it didn't sell very well. Oh, yeah, I say again, I was chatting with Todd some more about Among Us. Yeah, about 8 million sales now. So you think they would have more than 3 maps? Chalco, still waiting for you to select a level?
Yeah. I got damage on my car.
Oh yeah, that's why I said don't turn cosmetic damage off. There we go. I fixed my printer. Incidentally, Max, it's the first time I've snapped the filament, so the Bowden tube. It's about 18 inches long, so I've just wasted 18 inches of filament. Sad face.
Wow.
It seems like a lot, and then you realise that one reel of filament's about 5 kilometres of filament. Shaka, are you lost or doing something complicated?
I am choosing the cars.
It should really say Shaka is configuring an event.
I managed to pick a combination that I didn't have a car for.
Oh, Dirt Racing A class. I don't have any of those, so I should borrow your car. You can borrow this car for free, but you won't be able to customise it.
I can't get out to choose the main free roam because when I hit enter it's saying, oh, you want to have the free spin. I'm like, no! Get me to the bloody multiplayer.
You just need to quit out all the menus back.
Yeah, I know, it's okay, I'm nearly out. Come on, 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 come on. Go on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Exit, exit. I could borrow leader's car. Go, fuck's sake.
So hopefully Sharky said wait, because it's now says allocating.
Yep.
Hey, at least this one's got 8 gears, or 7 gears.
What? My car's floating.
I always think bi-turbo is bit turbo, I don't know
Oh,
why.
and the car wheels are spinning regardless. Wow, that's freaky.
Has it got spinners?
Oh, I don't know. How do I know?
Well,
They don't look like spinners. They don't look like spinners. Doesn't mean they
yeah,
are.
my name is in orange. Why is my name in orange?
No, it's not your name, your number.
My number, yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah, your number. You're special.
Mine is technically colored, it's just colored silver.
Yeah.
Oops, that's a corner.
Oh, it's this forced viewpoint. Oh, this is horrible.
Oh well, I overshot the barrier. And the barriers are movable. I have to go around quite a long way. See you guys at the finish line in a substantial period of time.
Toodles! How many games? Ooh, whoa. Okay, I've missed it.
How many games?
How many games do support VR that look like they should but don't, or vice versa.
It's becoming quite unusual now. Like if it's a cockpit game, it's usually not very hard to implement VR support. Like they do, just as a matter of course. If it's a first-person shooter, that can involve a radical reimagining of how your game works to make it work. You know,
Oh, the UI and that.
yeah, you can't just shove it in. Don't play Borderlands 2 VR. It is so bad. Sadly, because I would have been so happy with Borderlands 2 VR. But yeah, the vast majority of cockpit games do. Forza is almost an anomaly. I don't know of any other half-modern racing game that doesn't have it. It's apart from SnowRunner, which is surprising because SnowRunner's biggest competitor is Euro Truck Simulator, and that definitely has it. Unfortunately,
it does?
Yeah, outrageous. And it used to be unplayable.
I'll have to play that.
The menus would appear drawn onto a flat plane about the size of a postcard, about 8 feet away. So if you had played the game a lot, you could progress through the menus because you had them memorized. If you actually had to read any text on them, forget it. The driving experience was excellent in VR. The menu experience was 1 out of 10.
A joke.
But yeah, it's definitely got support. What it doesn't have is multiplayer support. You have to hack it to get proper multiplayer support. It seems like way too much effort. Plus, there's nothing to do. There's no co-op. It would just be we happen to occasionally see each other when we drive to Swindon or whatever. Missed the checkpoint.
You have 15 seconds.
No. 9. I'm gonna do it. I am. 3, 2. Core Hardcore, it's worth looking at my Steam profile. It will make a lot more sense. But I mean, if you can find 10 minutes of time just to quickly have a look at, see if you can beat Lunar Flight in submission, or if it's just totally not worth playing with. Because I'm happy to buy a 4-pack for everyone. It'd only be about £6 a go or something like that.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
But it would be. It looks like it'd be great for the HOTAS. What I was thinking of, if I do Thingiverse HOTAS, I was looking at printing this. So this is just the yellowy bits. That is the steering wheel I've got. Steering wheel. No, it isn't. It's the HOTAS I've got. So you just print this part, and then you pop the switches on, and then that hooks up to an Arduino, which in turn appears as a joystick to your PC, and it just says you can use an Arduino Leonardo or Arduino Micro. I was like, okay, so I don't know what these are. At this point, I'm rapidly into it. But then, is the Elgo for Arduino Nano 3? Is that one? Because that needs soldering, so that's a no. But yeah, this is how much they are. £13 for a 3-pack. I definitely want one with a screw-in connector, not soldering. That ain't gonna happen. But yeah, here we go. Pack of 3 Laffin Nano V3s, £10. These are proper crazy cheap bits of hardware.
It's just a CPU. It's not got a lot to do with itself in terms of real.
Oh, I'm sure
it's not an x86 or it's just a.
It's ARM.
ARM.
Yeah. It's super low end ARM.
Which Nvidia now own, by the way.
Yes, I heard. That's annoying. So ARM is British, and they sold it to a Japanese thing, and we're all like Brexit will make England great. Like every time we get something that's half great, you fucking sell it off. But what I do already have, you see, is I've got an iPad. Is it iPad C? I've got iPad 4 specifically. There we go. So I've got one of these already, and I might just be able to use that because all that is, you just wire switches up.
Just a keyboard. Yeah.
So
just a keyboard. It's much easier.
So what I'm thinking about doing is taking this base design and changing the buttons out, because I have a shit ton of arcade buttons, but I like these. Do you know what these are? Does anyone know what these are? These sort of flip switches? I don't know what you would call them.
Well, safety, like the weapons.
Yeah.
Enable.
What, like
Safety switches.
Weapons.
So you have to double flip to turn them on.
Because they're cool. Yeah, if I search weapons, yeah.
I wanted to do something like that for my computer when my kids was very young and they just like had fingers and everything. Never did get around to sorting it out.
There must be a proper name for this, and I would call it like a jet switch. Like, I don't know what the real name is.
Security switch, security flip, double flip. I don't know.
Isn't it a toggle?
I can't get the name of it. Gremlin Solutions, is it?
Oh, I don't know if Gremlins do. They mostly do buttons. Gremlin. Oh right,
it's a toggle switch with flip cover.
Of course, that's what I get. Toggle.
Or flip cover toggle switch.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Illuminated LED, 11 quid for 5. 12 volts though. Actually, that doesn't make a difference. That's just how much it will take.
Yep, before it starts to melt.
There we go. 15 quid for 2 red, 2 yellow, 2 white. But they don't have an LED. Oh, they do have LEDs. Yeah, so I'm umming and ahhing. Basically, if I get really into the game we're going to play, I've forgotten the name of it already, Squadrons, I will end up getting something like this. Especially when I can buy 6 of these cool little switches for 8 quid.
Doesn't require soldering.
That I can do. I can solder onto a tag. I also do know some people that are very good at soldering, and I'll be like, I'm saying soldering is for me, it's hard. Yeah, like that. Totally. Oh, yeah, so here we go. This one's even got an LED in the end of it when it's on. Not that I'll see it in VR. That's cool. Yeah, white illuminated LED toggle switch with clear missile-style cover.
There's a panel there. Carbon fibre style open track really with a start button in the middle. That's pretty cool.
So yeah, I guess I need to get the game first, because what I would do is I would modify this panel to it acts as a button press, so I can
well, that'd be a button jam.
Oh yeah. Well, it would just
flip it on, it'd be constantly pressed.
Yeah, constantly pressed. Yeah.
You need a momentary switch. You need to be a momentary version.
Well, it depends what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I need to get a momentary version as a power button on my case, because otherwise, if I get another cat, it's probably going to step on it.
Get 2
cats.
Yes. But I need to play the game first, because like if I need an afterburn, I go click. I only want those because it's cool. What I would probably do is just get normal switches, possibly normal momentaries, and then put the little, because I can 3D print the hoops as well. You know, what they got a name to, the little hoops that stop you smushing your face into it, hands into it. But yeah, I mean, it's called a momentary switch. That I did know. Oh, my session's ready. But yeah, it depends how into that game we get. We might just play it once and go, oh, that was 35 quid wasted, or holy shit, I'm never playing anything else. Because it's like SnowRunner. Like, Sharka's like, oh, well, you're just polishing off all the content. I'm like, not even slightly. I don't even feel like I've begun to crack all the games. So I guess for Squadrons, we will just see how it goes. But yeah, a momentary switch will act like a switch. So, you know, it's the changing of the position that causes it. Doesn't matter if you flick it up or down, you just flick it. And that would be super duper cool. I'm happy to continue a bit longer, by the way, or if we want to stop, I'm also happy to stop. I know Shalka wants to get off to bed because he's had a long weekend. I think he's on a fishing boat. I don't know why I think that, that's just how I feel.
I'm okay with stopping. I'm not feeling too well.
that's all right. Yeah, Max, if you want to stay around for it, we could do balloons, or you can also head to bed because I know you have a long drive tomorrow.
No, it's not till Wednesday. Long drive.
Oh well then.
Balloons?
That shows how much attention I've been paying.
Well, something that's a good session that the stream might benefit from is, I'm going to be away from my main gaming rig. What game's going to play? You know, what can I do to play games?
Must Die 3. Hey, I got it off. What I'm saying is get a Stadia account, but realistically, I don't think much of hotel Wi-Fi, so it's probably not a good idea.
Well, it'd be a realistic test. But I end up just, because it's a corporate machine, I'm thinking, okay, I better not I did put Steam on it, and then I thought better for it later on. Thinking, what realistically can I do? And I think, well, if you're not allowed to install software, then you're pretty scuppered. So there's got to be, especially YouTube videos and
no, you've
or
got
bring your own thing.
Or you have several days. So set up Steam. What do they call it? Steam Remote Play Anywhere. You can either have it turn on your PC at home, log you in, and then start streaming. Like, it's all there. I've never done it, but it definitely exists as a thing that Steam does.
And you do that to another machine, which
Yes.
also has Steam installed.
Bugger. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I could do something with my tablet. I'm desperately pouring Eve echoes. So.
Your tablet will. So, you've got a wireless pad of some sort, right?
Yeah.
Synchronize it to your tablet. Stream your PC from home to your tablet.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's that straightforward. It's probably quite tricky, but wait, TD6, yeah, TD6.
Yeah.
And I am still here. I'm just going to try and make this print come off the bed. The other half of the print.
For those that are watching, I know that one of those is me now. So there's only 3 other people watching. Hopefully that's not all of us. What HOTAS are people using out there?
Yeah, cool. He's very into War Thunder. What is your HOTAS of choice?
Because I'm thinking X52 is probably the budget choice, which suits my budget if I were to just go for it before.
The 1600. The 1600 is the budget one. That's what I've got.
Right.
And
Well, I don't mean that then.
Yeah, that's
the one that would suit me the best in terms of commitment to. A commitment to buying a HOTAS without actually having ever used one before, because it's like I've got the joystick under my bench here and I've used that about a handful of times in the number of years I've owned it. It's not getting any use.
I think your issue is not any of that. Your issue is trying to find somewhere that actually sells it more than anything else.
Well, maybe that, yeah. I can pre-order the X52 now. Bloody hell! I thought that was still one that wasn't selling. Yeah, out of stock. Pre-order, out of stock. I can pre-order the X52 if I want now. I'm like, really? So, yeah, man.
Oh wow, this is going to take 4.5. This is going to be my longest print on this printer. 4.5 hours.
Is that an estimate, or is that sort of pretty accurate?
Oh, it's way off most of the time.
As in, it's longer or shorter?
Almost always what it estimates is optimistic at best. I'm just trying to reckon, this is 104. I might actually reduce the amount of infill to 10%, because that feels like that's 100. That's 10% of my reel. I'm printing a spool holder. Can I show you what I'm printing out? If I pop it in my clipboard. So I'm about to start off a print. But it's a yeah, there we go. So that's what I want to print. And it's
Oh, okay,
so,
I'm taking a moment to come off on the screen.
Yeah, so basically the spool goes on that, and then I print it out. But some of the spools have very, very large diameter ones, and some of them are very long.
In the middle of it.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it seems so. So this all matches up, obviously. If I were to shrink its height by half, but also make it twice big in the other dimensions, would the thread still work? I don't know the answer.
We can put it on the cheapest, nastiest level and then go from there, I guess. But
cheapest. That is the cheapest. Last level is 4.5 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the Thrustmaster T16. That's the one I've got. Haka. It's cheap, but it's all right in it. It's not. It's not bad. No, wait, hold on. No, the T1600s. That's the one with the TWCS throttle, isn't it?
Because what I'm tempted to do, obviously I've got the, not the same one as you. I've got the other USB version. I forget what's called now. That little USB the button press thing. But I could just set a side panel up. You know,
Well, that's what I'm
just
looking at.
just bunches of buttons, bound to some keys, which granted are predefined, but you know, saves me mashing to try and find the key. Like, boom, there's that one. You know, third across the middle row, boom. You know.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm.
That makes it bloody hard to play anywhere else but your home then.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I'm thinking of is as of doing that but as Esme said, it's quite hard given that we've not seen Squadrons to know what buttons you may or may not need. It might be it's just not that complicated, but I do know you've got this whole shield thing, so it might be quite cool to actually shields. You've got you can
I see.
configure shield or speed or weapons. It might be quite cool to have 3 buttons. So maybe what we can do on the stream is one of the streams I will just sit here and I will design the HOTAS layout for Squadrons, and then order the buttons and 3D print it. That might actually be quite cool.
So which one? P1 or P2?
You
P2.
are
P2. On the top half of the screen.
you are top off. So I'm.
Am I doing the same thing as last time? But
I-
basically I'm trying to sort of keep you going.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do nothing until I put 1,000 down and then go. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to find somewhere to put my sniper where I'll actually get a lot of stuff.
I think they may have done that on purpose.
Yeah. Okay, so first half. Can I put them on the hedge? I think oh, that's red. I can't do that.
If I knock some infill out, yeah, that's 94 grams of fennel. That's 9% of my reel. I should print 10 of these, so that means this will cost me about £1.50. It's it's one of the things. I'm looking at it going, it does not need to be this over-engineered, not by a long shot. Like I could probably put 10 kilos on this without too much effort. But this is just some red I got bought for my birthday, so I'm not like I don't have my heart set in it or anything. Printer's offline, is it? And now I need to look. Printer is. Printer was offline. There we go. And there she goes. Well, one of the momentary switches, sorry, the toggle switches, some of them do have little LEDs in them, which I do kind of like that. But yeah, I've got an iPac 4, which I've had for years and years and years, and it just turns up as another keyboard, so it's dead easy to assign things to that. But has the drawback, obviously, that oh god, we're going to get some slip through. Not that there's any bonus for doing it perfectly, I don't think.
No.
I am 200 away.
You probably want to restart.
No, we don't fail. We don't fail.
Okay.
I have 193 hearts. My heart. So, Esmia, tell us more about your big news.
Sorry, big news.
You said you might get a cat. That's pretty big news.
Oh, no, when I move.
Oh, when you move, yes. I was going to say, don't try and import an animal. It can be extremely difficult. A friend of mine's looking.
Oh, God, no.
Well, a friend of mine's looking to go to. I'll say the Philippines. It's not the Philippines. I'll say Manila, somewhere, for a few years with his wife, who's from there. And one of their issues is the cat. And I said, I will look after your cat. She's an adorable little cat. She's about 3 years old, and I would have her for about 6 years. So I'm like, I'm totally happy to look after your cat for 6 years. So I get it for the best part of her life.
Rules are made to be broken.
I was just about to put that same thing down. I swear you copied me on purpose ahead of me doing it.
Online.
Okay, so I'm now generating an extra 150 per round. We should be
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
laughing for the monies.
Is it a shared pot or separate pot?
So some of the upgrades are shared, and some of them are only for me.
Okay. The money though, I mean.
The money,
No,
yeah.
definitely not.
Tried turning it
We
off
don't.
and on
Yeah, you
again?
just got 150.
Yeah.
What was that game? The Mech Warrior game that came with a special controller, Steel Battalion. So that had a wonderful and amazing feature. So it had a toggle switch. You had to flip up and press the button, and that was the eject button. If your mech got killed and you didn't hit the eject button in time, it deleted your save game, which is brilliant and and awful all at the same time. And I was like, oh, that's really clever. I'm pretty sure I would leave the toggle switch up all the time. I think I'd sooner eject and lose all my progress.
Yeah.
So on my next upgrade, I will get $1 for every balloon that spawns. Now that one I don't think you get.
No. Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, the printer started. I didn't even hear it.
Executing hack. Awesome.
Oh, I've actually unlocked an upgrade for my thingy.
Yeah, that thing.
My engineer.
Dude.
Yeah, shame Forza Horizon 5 isn't out till next year. I was fully expecting it to be a Game Pass launch title. And I'm quite surprised that isn't the case. Right, almost to the point where I'm surprised they didn't delay last year's one and just say keep working on it. Well, that wasn't. I think it was a few years ago, actually, wasn't it?
Metal balloons, guys.
Yeah.
I've got nothing on tackle metal balloons right now.
Well, I do.
Nah, apart from engineer. Nice.
Yeah. Well, you pop a corrosive loop on your matey bolt. That's usually the easiest way.
There we go. Sorry.
Level up.
No, I'm not sure that'll deal with camo.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Nothing gets past my bow.
No, you gotta get the middle one.
Yeah, I didn't go down that route. It's alright, I've got balloons at the end. Balloons. The other thing. Spikes. I'm alright.
Yes. Online.
So what hero? Oh, you've got the archer. I can see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll unlock pretty quickly and get the camo thing.
Yeah, they've all got some. There's some more difficult levels.
Right, I will do that one, and it's but I can't remember.
Yeah, half side.
Bottom one. There you go. Brony's lost signal flare. There you go.
Cool.
I mean, if you're using the Arduino solution for Harker, you can pretty much do anything you want. I mean, honestly, realistically, I played War Thunder for quite some hours last night, and I didn't press any of the extra buttons. I'm sure sometimes you do, but they seem so far and few between. It's probably not worth worrying about too much. Like because I did the wizard, and it just made me bind an awful lot of buttons, starting with things like helicopter missile guidance axes, and I'm like, oh cool, can I do helicopters? Oh no, not for at least 40 or 50 hours of game. Like, oh, alright then. Okay, I wouldn't have the vehicles unlocked, is my point. When you first get a bomber, like, how long is that into the game? It was weird, it made me bind so many things. Some of them are very obviously going to be the same one.
I put it on free play, by the way.
Yes, I know. Me too. I mean, you can get it in an evening, but is it likely that is your average and usual progression? It didn't feel like it would have been. Moab's down the middle. Right. But my point is, I understand that there are a whole bunch of extra abilities and upgrades and things that use that, but realistically, I don't know if it'd be worth setting up extra buttons for a very rare occasion. Again, this is why I like to look at Star Wars Squadrons. I set my HOTAS. I do have a lot of buttons on it. I ran out very quickly in War Thunder, and then I realised we did like 4 or 5 missions, and all I did was up, down, left, right, throttle up, throttle down, trigger. So bear in mind, I bound, I don't know, what 30 controls or something, and I still have to navigate the menus on the mouse. Which is...
Yeah,
well, it's especially stupid for a VR game.
What's up?
Oh, cool.
Right, do you not start in the air in the sim? Do you start on the ground in the sim?
Incoming! Get ready.
You haven't played War Thunder yet. That's why, Esmir. It just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going, and I'm like, I'm out of buttons. And then by the end of it, I found everything going. I don't remember what bomb bays were or previous target or next target or whatever. Yeah, so I mean that's fine, but you do get what I'm saying. Is there are an awful lot of controls that are super duper rare.
Incoming! Incoming!
It's very annoying. You're having to monkey down where a sentry is.
You can't put the What's got the cannon down in the middle, be on the edge.
Too big, maybe.
Possibility, yeah.
Incoming!
Handled it.
I can't put my wizard monkey down.
Incoming!
I was actually surprised, Asmir. The cockpits are pretty claustrophobic in War Thunder, and because they're biplanes, a lot of your field of view is obscured by the plane, and that really helps with VR sickness because you're primarily seeing the cockpit. So it's just all of the death sequences where it just starts to spiral the plane around and then drop you in the ground upside down and all that stuff. I don't know why that's in. Very surprised. But yeah, I would like to give it another couple of goes before Squadrons lands. And we should get our announcement about when the G2 arrives next week. Should
incoming!
what happened?
Incoming!
I swear, I've been very trusting. I haven't checked the printer's working. It's making a noise. Yeah, it's drying. I've scaled up the filament, so hopefully this will take the larger wheels. Actually, tell you what, while this is still easy, I'm going to go grab a drink. And I need to remember how we had to kill the zombies and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Incoming!
Handled it.
Headshot! BFB incoming! Incoming! That all you got?
Yeah, with doing a flight, I have to say I was very tempted to play it and play with the
Incoming!
it'll come to me. With the toggly switches.
Awesome.
I suspect because I've got an Oculus which is quite standard, it will probably work. But that was the point, was to practice on the HOTAS rather than play with toggle switches. I mean, really, Clark, my only complaint with War Thunder was twofold. One of which was when you take damage or die, it's fucking horrible in VR. And the other one is the parallaxing of the enemy plane and the far end of the reticule, like the far end of the iron sight and the close end of the reticule. It doesn't really work in VR. I can't, I don't think it's scaled right. I suspect my plane is actually only 3 feet long. And they may be smaller. Like, the parallax is off and it's very difficult to do. And then I was very much struggling to sort of line that up, and then my plane had a telescope to look through. Don't wrong. It's super cool. It's really, really, really cool. It's just fucking hard. I'm trying to remember which of these is a good setup for.
Some.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Handle this. Nice. BFB incoming. Incoming. Handle this.
Oh no, like, like the, call it the English. The telescope's cool and all. It's quite hard to actually line up my eyes. The problem.
Handle this.
And that was my issue. I suspect it was very difficult in a World War I plane as well, to be quite frank. So. Yeah, the tank stuff, like, they need an internal view. They obviously haven't modeled any cockpits. I honestly can't remember the Zong solution, by the way. There's only about 4 groups of ships, groups of solutions for it. I just don't remember. I'm sure there's a signal flare option, but I don't remember what it was. Razor rotors, I think, was one of them.
Super Monkey, Monkey Ace, Ground Zero, Tactical Terror, Technological Terror.
Oh, yeah, I ain't got that one.
Yeah, they're
All
very
bad.
expensive.
They got a long way.
Saved.
BFB incoming.
But Kahaka, I mean, I don't want to call you a liar, but I did press the button to change camera view and it didn't do anything. Unless, of course, that's a different bind to the plain change camera view, which wouldn't really surprise me.
Dude.
Yeah, so Zongs are... no, it's not the Zong, it's the one above that one, because they are lead and camo and white and black.
Headshot. BFB incoming. Come on.
But yeah, the plane was I was pleased and surprised how well the that played. Like, it really did play very well. And it gives me a little bit of hope for Star Wars because there'll be even less landscape, and we shouldn't get any ridiculous let's fly you at the ground with the camera out stuff. I mean, I'm always been disappointed that Kerbal doesn't have VR. So that would be excellent. Unfortunately, I've been following the Kerbal 2 dev, and I think I may conscientiously object to buying it. Take Two. Now, we've only heard the external story, but I'll give you the internal one as far as I've worked it out. Take Two had a serious issue with the people running the studio for Kerbal 2. It's not Monkey Squad, it's a different studio. They had a serious issue with the studio heads, for whatever reason. Can't say what it is. I guess they're very hard to work with. So what happened is Take Two said, actually, you're not doing the game anymore. We're taking it back off you. We're giving it to another studio. Then they set up a studio and then contacted everybody in the studio apart from the heads of the studio and said, come and work on Kerbal 2. But as I said, I believe, you know, from reading in between the lines and having been in a similar situation, I believe that the people that were the studio heads were probably so difficult to work with they didn't want to do it anymore. And I've been there where you're dealing with people you just wish you didn't have to deal with at that studio. Sorry, with the monkey ace, Mac, did you remember what it was? Was it Ground Zero?
Ground Zero ability, yes.
I need a bunch more XP for that. I am surprised though with all the announcements from Sony, because Sony, so far to my mind, have dropped the ball on this war. Microsoft have beaten them on every single aspect, and it surprised me Sony haven't said, hey, here we go, a Moab course with pink camo and lead. So if I had cleansing foam, does that strip off the, yeah, there we go. Is that just the, oh, that was close. Anti-sax, isn't it? I just slowed it down a second, so it's cleansing foam is the middle rank. I forgot what I just said. I got so distracted by balloons nearly escaping.
The place is going to... No. Yeah. Different conversation, sorry. Please hold back. They were changing studio.
Yeah, so I even if Kerbal 2 looks like it's really good, I potentially will not be getting it, which is a shame because it does look very well. I say it looks really good. It looks like Kerbal should always have looked. Which it does seem a bit mean, but they had no excuse not to implement just radius scattering, basic atmospherics, basic volumetrics, basic reflections. It's a spaceship game that runs about 90,000 frames per second. Kerbal was also a fucking awful game. Great experience, great simulator, great fun, very bad game. And they never fixed it. They just added more and more awkward things to do, and NASA got involved. So you can actually use the official the space shuttle boosters, which is so cool. And then NASA went, yeah, like, in reality, the actual SRBs, they're about 15 times more powerful than the ones in Kerbal. So we've had to crank them up. So basically, they were, in game terms, they were massively overpowered. But essentially, the Kerbal guys, they balanced everything to be on the knife edge of impossible rather than fun. And so it meant if you weren't really good and or didn't do an awful lot of research, it became extremely difficult to actually play the game. You know, you were relying on watching videos from people who were very, very, very good at this sort of thing, and that's not how you ever should design a game. Oh my god.
I use all my special abilities. Can you keep it on the slow speed now?
It's up to you. Just change it.
Okay.
The button works for either of us, which is particularly confusing.
Yeah.
So the spikes are pretty good then, because spikes do hit zombies because they're lead. So as long as I've got hot spikes, they'll hit lead, camo, black and white. So I don't think zombs are immune to that. Though I'm sure Esme will step in and tell me that I'm wrong. She does that a lot. That's basically her role on this squad.
Yeah.
Sorry. Balloons being immune to what?
Do our white hot spikes a sensible Zong killer? Because Zongs are black, white, camo, and lead. I can't remember.
They've been decent for me.
How do you get that balloon spike dropper in that position? I can't get them on between the two.
I haven't got any between. Oh, except over there, which I have. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pass.
Doesn't let me do that. Yeah. No idea.
But yeah, we'll wait for you to get back, Max. I suspect it's also a good VR game as well as a warm-up one. So No Man's Sky has got a big patch out next week, so that might be a good one to come back to for VR. Just be prepared. You should off-stream start a new game and just run through the tutorial, the VR tutorial, because like. It's totally different. You have to reach behind you to grab your gun, and then reach up and touch the side of your face to go into analysis mode and stuff like that. It's very, once you get the hang of it, it's super cool. But sometimes I just stand there going,
so nice.
But you stand there going, what do I have to touch to do this again? Or of course you can play it in, if you have a stronger stomach than me, which some people do, you can also play it on a pad, perfectly happy, or keyboard and mouse while you're in VR.
Oh god, fuck that.
That's what a lot of people do. Sai also says he plays it on the motion controllers when out of the spaceship. When he gets in the spaceship, he grabs the pad and does it that way.
Yeah, if I'm having trouble with keeping grip on the virtual controllers, then I'll probably just switch over to keyboard.
Yeah, once I learned the double click, was it double trigger pull, we're in trouble.
Yeah,
yeah, but it doesn't work on the throttle. It only works on the stick.
Yeah. 98 was pretty good.
Hmm.
Oh, hang on, there's a bunch of I haven't logged on in a while, so there's a bunch of things going, hey, you've unlocked a Snurper. Yeah.
I've got 5 knowledge points and I like military, so I'm going to stick to military and unlock some things in there, I think.
Yeah, I've got 3. My next step requires 500 monkey money. So I need 500 monkey money. Monkey money. Should we do the daily challenge? Because that gives us 130 extra monkey money.
I need to put some more points in. Hold on, bear with. Pineapples, no, don't do that. Razor rotors, pop balloons fast, we'll have that. Chip, lives in cash. Ooh, I've not really used that.
Did I say monkey money recently? I can't remember.
You might have done, yeah.
Monkey money.
Wait.
So, my estimated hunter completion is now 17 hours. So that will be because it hasn't taken into account the fact that I have a very low first layer speed. So I've learned my lesson. Your first layer should be perfect. First layer is perfect. The rest will shine. It's still doing the first layer. It's been doing that for about 20 minutes. But I've learned my lesson because you can speed up the first layer, and then what happens is well, you just get full of regret basically. Because you then your print falls off the bed after like hour 6 or something. So yeah, it's going very slowly, very carefully, just perfectly doing the first layer. How long have we got left on that? Layer info. Yeah, estimated print time. The first layer is half an hour. The rest of the print is 4 hours. But what this estimation here has done is it's taken the first layer estimation and then scaled it up like all ones we've had. So it's not looked ahead in the G code. Even though I have a little green thing for accurate estimation. As soon as that's finished there,
Game
this-
type's not compatible. What?
What?
Says game type's not compatible.
What? This was the daily quest, the daily challenge.
Yeah, so maybe that's single player with me.
No, that's the daily co-op challenge. So from the main menu, click on the picture of the two guys to set your daily
Yeah, I've done
quest.
that. Oh, hold on. So 2 guys, daily quest, Odyssey event.
No.
Oh, no,
not the-
cut that again. That one. Okay. Now
think-
join match.
You think it would just take you into the right area rather
Oh
than
my
going,
giddy art, that is
rather
so
going
gay.
not like that. No, don't click on that thing.
Yeah, it's like, fuck's sake, get a clue.
Yes, there we go. Now now it's whooshing along. I might print a bigger face hugger as well because I've got this wonderful face hugger print and I
A
love
face
it.
hugger.
Yeah, it's a fully articulated face hugger. So its legs have got 3 points of articulation. It's got about 30 points of articulation in the tail. It's really
When are
good.
we going to get a facehugger VR set?
There are face hugger. What's the word? Face masks you can get.
That's fantastic.
There's also an
So it looks like a face hugger on your face, but it's actually over your headset.
No, yeah, but there is a breathing mask that looks like a face hugger, and the tail wraps around your neck to keep it in place, which is quite cool. There is also something on the market. It's iOS only, and it uses the stereo depth cameras on the back of the mobile phone, and it scans your face accurately and then spits out that as a mesh, and there's another program to then turn that into a face mask. So you can print yourself a face mask that is exactly right for your face. Unfortunately, my iPhone isn't new enough, so I can't do it. Now, somewhere on my to-do list is to buy a more modern phone. My one's old, but because I work from home, I don't need a phone. I don't go out I don't travel long distances with stuff to do with my phone. So I just don't need it as much as I used to. Wow, money's a little bit stingy on this level, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still estimated 17 hours. I kind of said.
Oh, they got restricted paths and things as well. Ooh.
Huh?
It's got restricted paths as well. So you can't choose all the options you can get.
Yes. I was going to get a cannon next. On the bright side, with the restricted path, it means you don't. Oh wait, what the hell? The path is bizarre. I assume it doesn't mean I can get that one. I have to assume it just means I can get those two.
Yeah, once you get one of those prohibitives, you don't go any further.
Yeah, you think it would just mark all the rest of the row off?
Yes. So effectively, you've got both the loops, haven't you?
I do. You have most. You have two. You got a U-turn though.
Yeah.
Hopefully, so we don't have anything to deal with a camo. We'd have to save up for Super Monkey.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Do we?
Basic monkey. Yeah,
Oh, the
dark
basic-
monkey.
okay.
Dark monkey, yeah.
No, eyesight. Oh,
Enhanced
right,
eyesight.
Yeah, good. As long as you got that, we should be fine.
Yeah.
I don't think the game's going to give us lead camo on this. This is obviously a special game mode.
Yeah.
Now watch, you're gonna get camo on wave 32, 33?
Well, yeah, but this is a special level, but we won't get lead camo because we don't have anything that can deal with lead camo, do we?
Don't know at this stage.
The only thing that can deal with lead camo. Oh, the
I
monkey.
think those
Super
only
monkey.
appear after wave 50.
Okay, then that would be fine.
I could be wrong. This could be on wave 49.
Well, that would be really hard. Super monkey can though, with the lasers.
Get super monkey.
Only with the lasers though. I don't know if we can. So look. No.
Not with the it's
No.
it's a specific in the bottom tree.
Ultravision lets you hit sea camo balloons. Laser blast lets you hit lead ones. Otherwise, they'll just go deep.
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah, so I can't deal with lead balloons with this character on that one at all. So
Keep focusing on the camo aspect.
Same thing with the monkey the freeze balloon. You can't hit them. What I do like though, if you can you can stack freeze monkeys and you can more or less stun lock the balloons.
Yeah.
And the explosives can hit frozen balloons. Zebra balloons will be a pain though, won't they? Because they're immune to freeze and explosion. That's lead on 28. I'm amazed we haven't had someone join the stream saying, this isn't Forza 4. So people always do, because I haven't changed what the stream is referring to on Twitch. People always do this and go, this isn't name of game.
Here comes lead.
Did the thumbnail not give it away?
Variety stream.
To be fair, most variety streamers don't tend to change varieties during the stream.
Yeah, true.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think what that one's got through.
Oh my goodness me, have you seen the lives we've got?
Yeah, whoopsie.
I'm nearly there with the Super Monkey, by the way. Another $300
Okay.
that I can get Super Monkey. If you chuck me $200, I'll put one down straight away.
How do I do that?
I can't remember.
Take my money, take my money.
Yeah, right. Oh, I'll try to find a good place to put in. That's the best I can do. Yeah, my options are super range and epic range for Seb, but he can't hit lead, but he can hit everything else. I think they have camo. No, they don't have camo.
Cool.
But he can deal with the white and the black balloons. And yeah, and then he's stun locking it in range of the super monkeys. That's sweet.
Well, that's good, I didn't know you could do that.
Neither did I. I tried.
Come on, shoot it, you daffy bastard. Shoot it. Better.
Now I've got a bunch more dark monkeys with enhanced eyesight.
Cool.
I didn't bother upgrading the range on those. I just put them there. Oh, we're joking. I just enjoyed the daily quests in Orcsman's Die 2. They were good.
Cram those monkeys inside. Cram them, I say.
Can't fit around the corner.
Eight monkeys.
Oh, I've got an upgrade to my Dark Monkey as well. Due to
See, mine has got them all crossed out on the upgrades.
no. Like
For Dark Monkey.
I've unlocked an upgrade. Like I've got an XP to unlock an upgrade. If I
Oh, I
was
see.
playing,
That's why. Then.
if I was playing a normal level.
I got more monkey knowledge. Yay. I can get the Moab start with 1/3, 2/3 health now.
Ah,
I can unlock it. Yeah, I haven't unlocked it yet.
that's
That's one of the military buffs.
Oh yeah, my Super Monkey just got an upgrade as well.
Oh yeah, I can put one down. Hey. What's his range like? Let me just put something that's like a bit more useful.
So many camo balloons.
Oh, you can't sell them. Oh, you can sell him. Right,
I wish we got Super Monkey Fan Club, given how many basic monkeys we've got here.
yeah.
I hope you're enjoying the stream, everybody. We're a Super Pro Monkey Balloon, so we're using all the lingo. Super Monkey Fan Club. But yeah, we could, if Super Monkey Fan Club lets you turn any nearby monkeys into super monkeys, which is very cool. We're forced to use an awful lot of these, so it would be very nice if we could actually use that skill. Yeah. And I win. I don't really. Well, we've done the daily. We're probably going to get spanked very quickly because you're not really supposed to.
Free extra XP though.
Yes.
And we're really set up, so why not?
How far do you think we'll last there, Max?
I don't know. 5 more
Well,
levels.
there you go, ceramic camo.
5 more levels. Yeah. Well, that didn't last. Not even half a level. Not even 10 seconds, to be honest. Cool. And that gives an extra 130 extra monkey money. Which is
I
good.
should do that one.
That
Big
means
balloon sabotage. All Moab class balloons spawn in a partially damaged state.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Right, I have got an awful lot of stuff on tomorrow, so I am going to head to bed. I have to sort out my car insurance. I have to talk to my accountant about a mortgage. I need to talk to my pensions about pensions or something. I've got so much to do, and then I'm not. Oh wait, hold on. I have enough monkey money. On the good side, I do. Going to pop to the arcade with my test prints for replacements to Party Panic Park. So yeah, lots to do tomorrow. So I'm going to head off. I did already check to see if the part's been made, but yeah, Panic Park. Yeah, that's really not a bad one. Oh, that's a terrible photo. Good photo. So yeah, I didn't see that. So you got these two joysticks which swing left and right. And they've got rubber on them, so they smash into each other so you can't push. But that end bit is smashed. So it's just got basically sharp.
Oh, the two are smashed into each other.
No, they don't go any nearer. People just put all their weight on it and yanked on it.
Oh, and pulled it off and.
So they just destroyed it. It's just shattered, but it's sharp. Yeah, so the joysticks can't get closer than about 6 inches to each other because there's a pivot up in here. But it's such a funny game. It really is. But people take it very seriously. Incidentally, R1 isn't red and blue. R1 is red and green for some weird reason. But it's an excellent game. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. I do try and put the photos of this up on my on the Twitter. So we do have a Twitter just for the workshop. But yeah, that seems that's that for the. Show me the big picture. I hope Europe undoes that. Everybody has to admit what cookies they're using. They still do it. It doesn't change anything. It means I need to click OK on every website. But yeah, it's that bit there that I have redone, and I've done it quite nicely, I think. Hopefully I've got it right. It's quite hard to tell, but if I go in tomorrow and it doesn't fit, I'll bring the bit home with me until I get it as close as I can.
So have you got what do they call them? Vernier calipers, vernier gauge.
I have a pair of calipers, digital ones that cost me £4, and they're great.
Yeah, just measure those.
They're
That's
so cheap. I was like, oh, nothing expensive, and I look and I was like, all right, yeah, that's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
I could be very literal. This isn't name of game.
Digital calipers. Yeah, for any hits, you can get good ones for £20. Yeah, £9, £7. They're all obviously exactly the same thing. They might not be calibrated quite as well, but yeah, £3. There you go. That's the one I've got. That will do. That's good enough. I don't need it to be that accurate. So yeah, I just took all the measurements and all the dimensions of the button.
Cool.
And the problem is, it's quite hard to get all the measurements you need. So you go, oh, I've got them all. Then you go home going, I didn't measure that inseam, or I didn't measure that internal diameter, or I didn't measure that depth. It's surprising how quick you go, oh, I didn't measure it also. But I think I've got everything, and it means I can test it tomorrow, then print it in the right colour. It's kind of a green colour.
Cool.
So lots on tomorrow. So I'll see you all tomorrow, and
Like and subscribe.
Please do, and we will continue to play silly games for your pleasure and our own. Nighty night.